The following is a special sports presentation of Renda Media. It's time for another Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Football Sports Night on AM 1160 and 101.1 FM WCCS and Renda Digital TV, presented by the Grayston Coral Sportsman Club. Our coverage of Homer Center Wildcat football is sponsored by IRMC and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, S&T Bank, Walbeck Insurance, Joyce Plumbing and Heating, Luther Ford Lincoln, the Altman Volunteer Fire Department, Luxembourg's Jewelry, Indiana Floral and the Flower Boutique, Integrated Power Services, Grand Beginnings Children's Center, Homer City Redevelopment, Rapine Travel, the Indiana County Technology Center, Coy's Pizza, the Maine's Chiropractic Clinic, by 5-Star Mitsubishi and 5-Star Power Sports, Indiana Total Therapy, the American Legion Post 493 of Homer City, Marion Center Bank, Houghton Blues Insurance, Friends of Joe Pittman, the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club, Robindale Energy Services, EMB Computing, the Allied Milk Producers, Friends of Jim Struzzi, Meckling Insurance, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go live to the field for the ITT Wildcats Live Pregame Show, presented by Indiana Total Therapy. Here's the voice of the Wildcats, Mark Burdig.
It's time to kick off the 2025 high school football season and Renda Media's IRMC High School Sports Nights. Hi, everybody. Mark Burdig coming to you from Duffy Doherty Stadium in Northern Cambria. We have the season opener for the Homer Center Wildcats and the Northern Cambria Colts here on WCCS and on Renda Digital TV. And we welcome you to the ITT pregame show. Ward Hilliard will be joining me in just a little while. Indiana Total Therapy with 3 locations at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC, at the S&T Bank Wellness Center on Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville. Well, the Wildcats and Colts will meet for the first time since 2022. The two teams scrimmaged the past couple of seasons. This will be the 48th all-time meeting. Wildcats own a 28-19 edge. Actually, Homer Center, longest winning streak in the series, even though it was interrupted the past couple of years with the scrimmages. They have won 4 games in a row. Back on September 23rd of 2022, the Wildcats came away right here at Duffy Doherty Stadium with a 13-7 victory, overcoming 4 turnovers, but the Colts committed 16 penalties. Well, these two programs have been heading in different directions. For Homer Center, back-to-back 2-8 seasons under Greg Paige, after spoiling fans with quite a run of success. And for Northern Cambria, speaking of success, they are 31-8 over the past 3 years. They won the 2022 District 6 title, 12-6 over Penns Manor. Lost last year in the D6 title game to eventual champion Bishop Guilfoyle. Colts will have to replace Ty Dumm. He accounted for 74% of their offense. They feel they have a pretty good young quarterback in Daniel Farrell ready to step in. For Homer Center, Carson Arone will start under center. Coming up, we're going to take you on a trip around the Heritage Conference. It's a great night for football for the Homer Center Wildcats home opener at Memorial Field. Hello again, everybody. It is a great night here at the friendly confines at the corner of Lincoln and Harrison Streets as the United Valley Lions come to town to face the Homer Center Wildcats. And we welcome you into our ITT pregame show, Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations in Indiana County at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and in Blairsville at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Homer Center started the season with an impressive victory, 24-21 over Northern Cambria last Friday night at Duffy Doherty Stadium. Perhaps the biggest surprise of opening week across the Heritage Conference, although Homer Center maybe not surprised. They may be expected to win. United Valley, on the other hand, expected to be a contender this year, lost a tough one to the 2-time defending champion Cambria Heights Highlanders. Tonight is the 4th meeting since the co-op was born between Blacklick Valley and United. United Valley has won the past couple of games. Homer Center won the first one. Lions have won the last 2 and have been impressive in both wins, scoring 46 points in both games, including right here at Memorial Field in the season opener last year, where they came in and thumped Homer Center 46-16. So I'm sure that's on Homer Center's mind as well, but none of that really matters. It's a new season. By the way, tonight will be 200 games for Homer Center head coach Greg Paige. coaching in his 200th overall game. Quite a career in his 19th season. Coming up, you will hear from United Valley head coach Lou Mackoy, followed by head coach Greg Paige of Homer Center. But first, as we like to do, we're going to take you on a trip around the Heritage Conference presented by Repine Travel. As our ITT pregame show continues from Memorial Field in Homer City, it's the Lions and the Wildcats. A lot of coverage straight ahead on WCCS and on the Renda Digital TV YouTube channel, all on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Life is full cross, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well. From your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Burdig, and it's time for a trip around the Heritage Conference driven by Repine Travel. Your next adventure awaits you at repinetravel.com. Hey, it's week number 2 of the high school football season, and as always, we have 3 Heritage Conference games on our radio stations and on Renda Digital TV tonight. The biggest game of the evening, huge early season matchup at Cambria Heights. To be a champion, you have to beat the champions, and that's what the River Valley Panthers will try to do tonight. They were picked by many to unseat the 2-time defending D6 champ Highlanders. They will meet at Cambria Heights in a game you'll hear on Cat Country 106.3 FM. You'll also be able to watch that special addition to our Renda Digital TV on YouTube lineup. Both teams won their season openers. United Valley visits Homer Center. The Wildcats were perhaps the biggest surprise team last week, walking out of Northern Cambria's Duffy Doherty Stadium with a 24-21 victory, while the Lions suffered a tough loss at home to Cambria Heights. And as one of the preseason favorites, they will have a little desperation in their game tonight, you would think, as they don't want to fall to 0-2. Our U92.5 FM game of the week, Northern Cambria at Purchase Line. Both teams are searching for their first win after the Colts were upset by Homer Center and Purchase Line lost on the road at Conemaugh Township. Hey, we continue our trip around the league up Route 119 to Marion Center at John Molino Stadium. The Stingers, a 45-6 winner last week at Conemaugh Valley, will host the Portage Mustangs. Portage is also 1-0 after beating West Shamokin. From Marion Center, let's go through Dixonville and head out through Clymer to Penns Manor. The Comets will host Conemaugh Valley with both teams hunting their first win of the season. And finally, West Shamokin will be an underdog at home, hosting Conemaugh Township. The Wolves are 0-1. The Indians look to move to 2-0. And that's our trip for week number 2 around the Heritage Conference, driven by our good friends at Repine Travel. Hey, your next adventure awaits you. Just log on to repinetravel.com. We will return you to the stadium and the game you are listening to on your hometown radio stations or watching on the Renda Digital TV YouTube channel with the ITT Pregame Show when it continues on the Renda Media Football Network.
Adventure is calling. Are you packed yet? Let Repine Travel take you there. How about the holidays in Cape May or New York City? Cruise through the beauty and soak up the sun with a Southern Caribbean cruise in March. All the planning's done. You just show up and enjoy the ride. Book today at repinetravel.com and let your next adventure begin. Good luck to all Heritage Conference schools this season, and thanks to everyone who voted Repine Travel the best travel agent 2 years in a row.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats! Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Welcome back to the Memorial Field in the ITT Pregame Show with 3 locations: Human Motion Institute building on the campus of IRMC, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and down in Blairsville at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Coach, we won't look through the rearview mirror for too long, okay? But I know last week a tough way to open the season against the 2-time defending District 6 champs, the Cambria Heights Highlanders. I'm sure you feel as if that game could have gone your way, but you end up coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, we did. We made some mistakes mentally, and we worked on that this week, and we recovered the mental mistakes, and that fueled the boys. We know we dropped one we probably should have had.
Dimitri Worthington, your quarterback, one of the many positives that you had. He was solid, completing 15 of 24 passes, and did a great job, and you had to be happy with the way he came out.
Oh, I was happy. He had a good game, but the bottom line was we need all 11 to have good games. So everyone's got to do their jobs. It just can't be 1 or 2. It's got to be 11, and that's what we've been preaching all week so far. Is it don't matter if one person does their job, all 11 of you guys got to do your same job.
Bottom line is it's only one game, right? As much as it stings, I'm just curious, when you hit the practice field earlier this week, what did you sense, from the kids? Were they ready to move on and shower it off, as they say?
I think so. We hit film on Monday, and I could just tell by the presence in the locker room that they weren't joking around. They weren't taking it lightly. They were pissed. They were ready to get at it.
Well, you returned to Memorial Field for a second straight season here tonight. You've really had your way against Homer Center the past couple of years. Last year, your first year as a head coach, you put 46 points on the board 2 years in a row. The Wildcats, however, come off of, we talked earlier in the week, I think kind of a good program win for them, something to feel good about, 24-21 over Northern Cambria. First of all, were you at all surprised by that outcome?
I was, but I wasn't. Everyone said about Northern being tough every year, and Northern is. They're tough every year in and year out. But you look at Coach Paige, and he's going to be ready for whoever he plays. He's knowledgeable. He's been around the Heritage for long enough where he knows every team's strengths and weaknesses. So I knew he's going to be ready to play that game, and he's going to be ready to play this Friday night.
By the way, Coach Paige's 200th career game at Homer Center. Just think you only have 180-some to go.
That's true. He's been around for a long time. There's a reason he has the most wins in the Heritage Conference.
What about the scouting report on the Wildcats, Lou? Maybe some areas you saw some improvement from the team that you faced a year ago?
Oh, there's definitely improvement. Like, the boys got bigger. They got more physical. They're quicker. Looks like the quarterback can move out of the pocket. He's mobile. They got a tough running back at number 30. He seems to hit the hole pretty good. He fields really well in the linebacker spot. It seems like they're a lot more physical than they were last year, and I know they're really well coached.
What are the biggest challenges that they present, you feel?
The challenge is the physicality, like it was last week. Like we have to match the physicality that every team's throwing at us week in, week out. And watching film, it looks like Homer's a physical team.
I know it was a physical game last week against Cambria Heights. Did you come out of it in pretty good shape from an injury standpoint?
Yeah, the thing was we cramped up a good bit. There was times we were subbing 3, 4, 5 players in and out one time just because of cramps. So we worked on that a good bit this week. We can't have 5 subs going at the same time. So we're trying to keep all of our starters on the field throughout the game.
They say from week 1 to week 2, football teams improve the most during the course of the season. What would be 1 or 2 areas that you're really looking for your ball club to go from here to here?
The mental aspect is the biggest thing, and the physicality on the front line. We preached all week right now with the front line. It starts with the front 5. Like, we want to move the ball, it's going to start with the front 5. I don't care what running backs in the backfield. I don't care what receivers we have out wide. It's going to depend on what we do up front. And so all week we've been harping about the front 5 and all the mental mistakes we made last Friday night, and we're fixing it. And they fixed it this week.
High expectations for your team. I'm sure you were okay with that. With that comes a little bit of pressure. And with that in mind, how important is it for the psyche of your football team to get in the win column tonight?
Well, I honestly think you look at wins and losses differently as a coach. You can build off a win and you can build off a loss. And how I preach to my team is we just dropped one we should have had. So that should burn inside you harder than any win will ever burn inside you. So when you drop a game that you should have, that following week you better come out and you better get twice as much as you did the previous week.
Coach, I appreciate your time and your candor. I wish you the best of luck here tonight at Memorial Field.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Lou Mackoy in his 2nd season. Don't forget you can hear all of our coaches, too, on Coach's Corner every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 with Todd Marino on our affiliate station, WDAD AM 1450, 100.3, and we stream Coach's Corner at WDADradio.com. For now, we're going to step out. We're going to come back with the guys celebrating his 200th game as the head coach of Homer Center, Greg Paige. His pregame interview is coming up next when the ITT Pregame Show continues on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Ride life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. From me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
We welcome you back to Memorial Field in Homer City, the season opener for the Homer Center Wildcats, and we welcome you back to the ITT Pregame Show with head coach Greg Paige, as always presented by Wallback Insurance. More choices, more savings. And Coach, before we do anything else, I want to congratulate you, your 200th career game at Homer Center tonight. I know you don't think a lot about it, but honestly, it's a pretty big milestone, especially for you coaches trying to navigate today's environment as a coach.
Yeah, you know, and you think about it, and the thing that keeps us coaches going is the fact that, you know, I tell our players, we can't play anymore, and this is the next best thing when you get to compete. and you got our great community, which always supports us, and just hearing the roar of the crowd here at Memorial Field, those kind of things, that's what keeps you going. And I don't know, I have 200 games, I would have never thought of it, you did, but it's nice. I'm glad that they've let me stick around this long.
Well, I think they'll probably let you stick around for another 200 if you want.
That's probably a stretch. From my end, that's probably a stretch.
Coach, last week, 24-21. I thought that was a big win for your program out at Northern Cambria, given the struggles the past couple of years. I'm sure you probably agree with that, and I want to ask you maybe how you graded your team's overall performance.
Well, I think looking back at it, we did a lot of good things. We had so many contributors. That was the big thing. You know, we didn't rely on necessarily one person, and that's the way it's going to have to be. And, you know, great start, and we did some really good things. And then by late third quarter and fourth quarter, Northern Cambria pretty much owned the game, and we had to fend them off, and we did. So that's the big thing. That was such a relief to finally get that guy down on the ground, and the clock was out, and we won the game. I'm real happy for the kids, but I told them, and I know Tony did too, earlier in the week, it's just one rung on the ladder. You really have to keep gearing up for the next week, and it's just a vicious cycle, and you have to be ready for it.
And I think along with Cambria Heights, you definitely have the toughest first half schedule, but you just play them one at a time. And tonight it's the United Valley Lions. They lost a tough one to the defending champs last week, the Cambria Heights Highlanders, as they scored in the fourth quarter on kind of a bizarre play to win it. I know United Valley, a lot of preseason expectations, both internally and externally. They, I'm sure, don't want to start 0-2, so you're going to be facing, I think, a supremely motivated team here tonight.
There's no doubt in my mind they're going to be hungry. I mean, they're good to begin with. Let's just get that out of the way. And Heights is good again, too. So that was a tough game. There were some back-and-forth things between both teams, and I'm sure both teams would want to take a few things back and kind of do it differently. But, yeah, they're going to be motivated after losing. They are a good team. They got tough physical kids on both sides of the ball. Their kicker impressed me. 41-yard field goal, and that's not an easy thing to do in a small high school game. So we're expecting a dogfight, and we really got to be ready. Again, for us, it's just, you know, the preparation is there. You come out mentally prepared for the game, and then you have to execute.
Speaking of kickers, Brady Fraser, pretty good weapon, your junior kicker. One of the best, if not the best, in the Heritage Conference. And, boy, that takes a little pressure off the coach on your kick coverage team when he drills a couple in the end zone and you can't return them.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been around long enough to see all kind of kickoff returns, and we've let up some bad ones over the years. We didn't defend too badly on the ones that he kicked in the playing field. But anytime you can say, hey, you're starting at the 20, I'll take it.
You could put me and Jerry Rossi on the kick coverage team, and Don and Denny Mester and Ward Hilliard too, if he kicks them into the end zone.
And probably me. Yeah, I'll take it every time. I know it's not going to happen every time, but it's a bonus.
The Lions appear to be a pretty physical team. Their senior quarterback, Dimitri Worthington, has really matured over the past couple of years. I thought he had a good game last week in a loss to Cambria Heights, and he has a pretty good cast around him.
He does. He's very polished to begin with. He does what they want to do very well. He has deceptive speed. He has a real good arm when he can get himself turned in the right direction and get set up. He does a great job with their offense. I like their receivers. I know there's Luco and the coach's son, Mackoy. Yeah, and there's a McGinnis kid. And the tight end / fullback, Lickenfelds, has turned out to be a nice, big, thick kid. And number 9, I'm going to butcher his name. I think it's Shimshak. Shimshak. Okay, yeah. I know he's a good back, too. They got in Alexa, or Leska. I apologize for mispronouncing names, but they do have a good cast of skill guys. And they got nice size up front, bigger than I thought they were going to be after the couple guys they lost last year.
What about on the defensive side?
Aggressive. It looks like it's going to be a 3-man front, 3-5, and their secondary guys, they trust them to be able to cover, and those 8 guys are good football players.
Speaking of cast, you're going to get one of your cast members back, I do believe, Caden McAnulty, who was out last week. Does he return tonight?
He does, yeah. Yep.
What does he bring?
Oh, I mean, he's been so much more physical this year. He had a great August. I mean, once we started putting pads on and going through the schemes on both sides of the ball, he's a guy at DN that's going to be hard to move. And if he plays his assignment, he's just going to make a lot of plays. And tight end, he's a thicker kid but has good hands, and he's running good routes.
You know, I like to ask in 30 seconds or less keys tonight if you want to improve to 2-0.
Well, what we did last week that was really well was we didn't turn the ball over other than being stopped on the 4th down. That and limited penalties. Those are the cliches. But we got to come out and play these guys better than we did last year. We didn't get lined up right. We didn't fill alleys, and we did not hit or tackle properly last year. I'm hoping that's where we're a much different team.
All right, Coach, as always, thanks for doing this. Good luck tonight against United Valley.
Thank you guys very much.
Head Coach Greg Paige is always presented by our good friends at Walbeck Insurance in Homer City. You can visit them online at walbeckinsurance.com. More to come. Ward Hilliard will rejoin me right here in this S&T Bank broadcast booth when we continue from Memorial Field. Hopefully you're on your way. The United Valley Lions will get it. The guests tonight against Homer Center. Coming back with more on the ITT pregame show on the Renda Media Football Network.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Drive through summer. Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Snap's good. The pass is caught. Touchdown. Just like a winning team,
Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment. Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
Dan and Evan.
Welcome you back live from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. People forward banking on this beautiful night for football. Fourth all-time meeting between Homer Center and United as we continue on the ITT pregame show. I should say fourth all-time meeting between the Wildcats and United Valley because the series with United goes way, way back to 1946. But United Valley has won 2 of the first 3 games. Homer Center won the first matchup. And United Valley has had their way the last couple of meetings, putting 46 points on the board in back-to-back years, 44-16 2 years ago at Armagh, and last year right here at Memorial Field, 46-13. And they have a strong team despite their loss last week to Cambria Heights. Wildcats 1-0, a nice victory, 24-21. On the road, United Valley, a tough loss, a game they feel they should have won, but ended up losing to the defending champions in District 6, Cambria Heights, 22-15. So we welcome Ward Hilliard into the booth. Ward looking forward to a good matchup between 2 teams trying to find their way here in this 2025 season.
Well, certainly Homer Center is looking to pick up the pace. They had a big win. I don't think anybody expected that. United Valley, they just want to get back on the winning track, and they got the kind of team that can do it. They're a big, strong team. I would look for that. Keys of the game, one of the things is they establish that running game and just pound it down the field, keep the ball away from the Wildcats. Second thing is they contain Homer's running game. Homer had some success with that, and I think that opened things up for Carson Nerone last week. And finally, stay away from the penalties and the stupid plays. You know, the stupid plays are just penalties that you shouldn't make. But we'll see if they can do that. If they stay out of that hole, Homer's going to have their hands full. The Wildcats, they got to still be able to run the football. That's a very big key. I'm sure United's aware of Homer's ability to throw the ball, and Carson Nerone has shown that. But that's the other thing that they're going to try to do offensively, the Wildcats. And finally, they need to get good field position. They can't be backed into their own territory. Along with that, Marcus, stay away from the big play. That seemed to be the knife in the back every time for the Wildcats, so let's see if they can do that tonight.
United Valley spoiled Homer Center's season opener a year ago, putting 46 points on the board. They built a 20-0 lead at the half, outgained Homer Center in the first half 227-37. They finished with 377 total yards, including 292 on the ground. So the Wildcats are hoping for a different result tonight. Keys to the game brought to you all season long by Luther Ford Lincoln, Route 119 in Homer City. Big summer savings going on through September 2nd. So tomorrow, a great day to get out to Luther Ford right up over the hill, just a Brady Fraser field goal away from Memorial Field. We're coming back with more on our ITT pregame show. Ward, I know you weren't part of some of the earlier content, but just a quick acknowledgement. Again, Coach Paige's 200th career game here tonight. Began his season his career in 2007. This is his 19th season, 115-84. His first win. Do you know who it came against?
No, I don't.
Blairsville Bobcats, 21-14. And I can remember then Frank Garatiano, the public address announcer, saying there's a new sheriff in town. His 100th game came on September 23rd of 2016. That was also a victory, 21-14 over Penns Manor, a couple of District 6 titles, and the only coach to take a team to a PIAA state championship back in 2017.
Had a great career, has he not? We're lucky to have him. Hope he sticks around, though.
For 200 more.
Yeah.
The starting lineups are next when the ITT pregame show continues from Memorial Field in Homer City. It's United Valley and the Homer Center Wildcats on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hi. This is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. From me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Anthem, we will get to the starting lineups, brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center, providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit their website to learn more at ictc.edu. That's ictc.edu. We're starting 11. How about the offensive units for both teams?
All right, for the Lions of River Valley. River Valley. United, I knew I'd do that. Logan Lichtenfels will be one of the ends. He's a senior, 6'1", 180. Left tackle Lucas Brown, senior, 6'1", 210. Left guard Hayden Coate, a senior, 5'10", 190. Max McConville is the center, senior, 5'10", 210. Brady Verba is the right guard, a junior, 5'10", 300 pounds. Right tackle Carter Rummel, senior at 5'10", 250. And the wideout on the right side, Peyton Mackoy, coach's son. He's junior at 5'9", 165. He'll be joined out there by Cole McGinnis, a junior at 5'10", 145. And Ethan Luco, a senior at 5'11", 155. For the Wildcats, Caden McEnroe will be the tight end. He is a junior, 5'10", 216. Left tackle Jackson Taylor, senior, 5'10", 194. Left guard is Dom Shimko, junior, 5'10", 182. Center Cullen Dunn, sophomore, 5'9", 223. Zeke Butterly be the right guard, junior at 5'9", 186. Gabe Rufner, the right tackle, senior, 6'3", 244. The wideouts, Drew Fisher. He is a senior, 6'1", 162. Riley Cobal will also be out there, a senior at 5'9", 156. And Deegan Fedoric will be another wideout. He is a junior, 6'3", 183. In the backfield is Carson Arone, the junior quarterback, 6', 171. Gabe Cobal is the running back, sophomore, 5'10", 171. And Connor DeArmond will also join them back there, a senior at 5'7", 162. That's
actually, DeArmond is out.
He is out. Oh, sorry.
All right, starting lineups brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center, providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit their website to learn more at ictc.edu. Fans at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge and Blairsville's Urgicare, they fast-track you and get you quick access to their team of medical experts. Highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge offers the full spectrum of Urgicare 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Enough with the waiting game. You can count on IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, and get better. A part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. And as always, we want to acknowledge our presenting sponsor on our video streams, the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club, because if you can't be at the game, they invite you to come out and watch the game at the club. You can enjoy some pizza and your favorite beverages. Yeah, pizza nights are back every Thursday and Friday during Wildcat football season. Man, that club continues to grow. They're getting bigger and better. They now have over 1,300 members. I'm one of them proudly. And they're always accepting new members. Because of that growth, an expansion with a new addition and renovations is underway. So keep an eye out as that construction continues and bigger and better things to come at the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club. When you're down there watching the game, they offer large screen TVs, new flooring, skills games, pool, shuffleboard, darts, and a whole lot more. And right up my alley, they offer a well-stocked fishing pond. Right, Don? And shooting range for members. Again, always accepting new members at the best club in Indiana County. And we have to mention the Twin City Event Hall, too, right up not far from the club itself. The perfect venue for a wedding reception, anniversary, baby shower, anniversary, private party, or any special event. That's the Twin Cities Event Hall. It was voted the best social club and sportsman's club in the Best of Indiana County contest. The Sportsman's Club was, and the Twin Cities Event Hall voted silver. And there aren't a lot of venues left, Ward, for weddings. You know, the ones that were left, they're ripping trees down.
Yeah, it's a shame. A lot of them are going to barns because they can't find a venue.
Well, one thing that's noticeable as we count down the final couple of minutes on our ITT pregame show, we mentioned Greg Paige's 200th game tonight. Now the longest tenured head football coach in Homer City, Laura Lamar, Homer Center school history, passing Rick Faust, who had 18 years. Coach Paige, the all-time wins leader with 115. One thing I'm a little concerned about from United Valley's standpoint, the decrease in roster size. They had 53 last year. They had enjoyed a couple of spikes when they had the co-op formed 4 years ago. But now 34 or 35 players dressed. I understand 14 from Blacklick Valley, 20 from United dressed tonight. That's a drop of, if it's 34, that's 19 less than a year ago. If I'm officials at those two schools, I'm concerned.
Well, you just can't figure out what goes through a young man's head. And, as I've said many, many times, this is the only opportunity you're going to get to play competitive football, tackle football anyway. And you give that up. And then several years after the fact, you regret it. So I hope they all gave it some serious thought before they did it. Well, I don't know why they did it, but I can make it.
Well, and I'll say right in Homer City, because we both live here, Homer Center is without some players, some couple of freshmen in particular that absolutely should be playing the game of football, some of the premier athletes in the school. I just don't get it.
Well, they had another option. They wanted to play, I'll say it, they wanted to play golf. And you can't blame them for doing something. They're pursuing something, but, boy, they could help this program.
All right, well, last week, I should say, in the program book, if you picked one up, our 3 stars from last week. First star was Carson Arone, 70 yards rushing, 87 yards passing, 2 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown, and he was second on the team tied for second with 6 tackles. Our second star was Brady Fraser. He had 6 tackles defensively, caught a 23-yard pass, 2 extra points, and also he drilled 2 kickoffs in the for touchbacks. You didn't hear it, but I mentioned you with Coach Paige. I said if you keep Brady Fraser kicking them in the end zone for touchbacks, Ward Hilliard could be on the kick coverage.
I did hear it. Yes, I could. I could run 10 yards.
So anyway, and our third star, senior defensive tackle Gabe Ruffner, he finished the game with 3 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles to lead the defense. And he did a good job on both sides as a lineman. Fans, that's the ITT pregame show. Stay with us for the start of tonight's game. Coming up next, we'll have the Grand Beginnings kickoff when we return to this grand old barn called Memorial Field at the corner of Lincoln and Harrison Streets on the Renda Media Football Network.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility.
Yard line in the center of the field up to the 20, to the 25, 30. And he's going to go down at the 33-yard line where Homer Center will take over in pretty good operating position on the kick coverage unit for United Connor Altimus. Our kickoff presented by Grand Beginnings Children's Center. They're donating $1 to Renda Media's Teddy Bear Fund Drive for every point scored during our 4 broadcasts every Friday. And last week, our 4 games generated 143 points, which means Grand Beginnings has donated $143 to Renda Media's 47th Teddy Bear Fund Drive. Thank you, Grand Beginnings.
Good return by Brady. He had a hole open up for him, but a nice tackle in there by the United player. I didn't catch his name.
Shotgun, and they fake it to Coban. Good running room for Carson Arone. He runs the RPO really well, and he gained 7 yards on first down on the tackle. Hayden Coate for the United Lions.
Call that a read option, and what you do is you see where the gap is, and as soon as he spots it, the one thing I noticed this year, he's very quick to that hole. He's not waiting for anything.
2nd down and 3 from the 40. Carson turns, gives to Kobaugh, who has a first down as he spins over the 46-yard line. I lost my other chart, Ward.
Let's see if I can help you out here.
There, that's because you kept it from the starting lineup.
Oh, my apologies. My goodness, it's only my 2nd game. Come on.
So the Wildcats 2 plays, and they're up to the 47-yard line, so that's 14 yards.
That's encouraging. I mean, little things mean a lot to a team like this coming out of a couple of bad seasons.
Ball on the right hash, and Carson Arone, a little bubble screen, and he gets it into the hands of Drew Fisher, who's into United territory. They try stripping the ball from him, but he hangs on. On the tackle, it was Logan Lichtenfels and Shaden Aleska for the United Lions, but that first down plays a win for Homer Center as it gains 6 yards, make it 7 as they spot it at the 46 of United. Homer Center last week, 24 points, 131 yards rushing, a team that averaged under 100 yards in back-to-back seasons, so that was a little encouraging. 87 yards passing, 218, not a big total, but a better start than we've seen. 2nd down and 3, they come out straight eye. The fullback is Cody Bell. And a timeout called by Homer Center. We'll take one with them with 10:21 left in this scoreless first quarter. Early moments from Memorial Field on an IRMC High School Sports Night on the Renda Media Football Network.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Is racked and dropped by Nick Garber, who had 7 tackles last week. And now that sets Homer Center up with a 3rd and fairly long 7 to go.
Well, he was reading that play entirely. He just blitzed from his linebacker spot and met Colbaugh dead on. There wasn't much he could do.
Yeah, just looking at the replay, met him in his own backfield. Gabe did well to hang on to that ball. Last week, the sophomore showed some promise. 22 rushes, 58 yards. Only a 2.6 average, but he did some good things. They just need to find a way, I believe, to get him in space and take advantage of his speed. 2-by-2 formation here. And Aron, pretty good protection, steps up. Now has to tuck it away, and he's going to be met and only have a short gain, and the Wildcats will have to punt it away. Defensively, it was Hayden Coate making the tackle for the United Lions, and it'll be 4th down and about 5 to go, and Brady Frazier will punt it away.
Lions did a good job of closing that off. That's one of the favorite things that Roan likes to do, is when the blind breaks down a little bit to take off, but United covered it well.
Drive stalls at the United 48. Brady Frazier to punt.
Back deep for the Lions, wearing
29.5-yard average, and he looks to maybe run it, but he does kick it. Little rugby-style punt, and it hits at the 5-yard line and is going to roll out of bounds, or into the end zone, I should say, for a touchback. So that'll go as a 48-yard punt. Quick stats all night long, by the way, will be brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first, not that you needed to be a genius on a 48-yard punt from the 48-yard line that went into the end zone. I can even figure that out.
Yes, and that's probably something he didn't want to do, but he got a hold of it pretty well. It just sailed out there. This is a big series, I think, for the defense. They've got to be able to shut down the Lions, or at least control them a little bit.
United 114 yards rushing, 140 passing a week ago, 254 overall. Senior quarterback Dimitri Worthington, I can't believe he's a senior. And large chunks of running room for Peyton Mackoy as a flag flies as he gets out over the 30 to the 33-yard line, and he's forced out of bounds. But this one may come back. Our spotter in the booth, one of them, Dennis Mester, saying he spotted a hold. By the way, hell, the gang's all here. We welcome our video producer, the executive video producer, John Smathers, our digital manager. Back at the station, our audio producer, as he's been for so many years, Michael Burdig, our statistician, Jerry Rossai. Jerry waved to everybody out there in radio and TV land. If you had a better face for video, we would put you on it. Our spotters in the booth, Dawn and Dennis Mester. Thanks, guys.
That was a break for the Wildcats. Again, that's where they got victimized many times last year, around the ends. They've got to control that better.
Peyton Mackoy, by the way, the coach's son. And I want to say hello to the coach's wife and Peyton's mom, Ashley Mackoy. Ashley, I understand you spent some time when I spent time with Coach Mackoy earlier this week. He told me you were ailing a little bit with pneumonia and you were at IRMC and they treated you good. And I hear you're on the mend. We just want to wish you very good wishes, Ashley.
Yeah, amen to that.
Twins up top and a little bubble screen out to Mackoy, and the Wildcats defend it pretty nicely from the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gain of just a yard. Colin Dunn on the stop. Dimitri Worthington last week was 15 of 24 for 140 yards. He rushed for 34 yards on 13 carries. 8:15, clock moving in this scoreless first quarter. Homer Center moved the ball for a couple of first downs and then had to punt it away. The Lions inside their own 20, and Worthington looking to pass again. Dancing around, steps up in the pocket, and he eludes a couple of defenders and has good yardage over the 25 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good run. He dodged a tackle downfield and managed to pick up almost the first down. They only got a yard to go.
Jackson Taylor on the stop.
He's a good athlete. Experienced, too.
Third down and only a yard. Wildcats defense last week gave up 123 yards rushing, 87 passing, 210 overall, much of that in the latter stages of the third and fourth quarter. Worthington with Mackoy in motion, and Worthington's going to go the opposite direction away from that play fake and has a first down over the 30 to the 32-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by number 21, Caden McAnally.
Caden McAnally returning from injury with the tackle.
Good pursuit on the Wildcats' part there. That play could have gone for quite a bit, but McAnally said no way.
So that United overcomes the holding penalty, and they pick up about 20 yards. They're at the 31. Sidecars left and right. And Worthington up the middle, and Shimshock with the carry. The junior, who had 46 yards rushing last week. Pretty good hole opened up by the offensive line. Caden McAnally made the stop, but not before Nathan Shimshock picks up 8 yards.
A lot of cross-buck moving here by the Lions, and it's confusing the Wildcat defense.
Second down and 2. Trips to the right. And Worthington going to throw deep. And Frazier turns around, incomplete. Turned around just in the nick of time, or that's going to be interference stride for stride with Logan Lichtenfels. And somebody probably yelled ball, and he turned around before running into the intended receiver, which would have been a PI penalty.
It's good coverage. He was right with him, stride for stride. The
ball
had to be right there.
Like the play call, too, on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, you figure you're going to get the first on the third down attempt here.
Same formation. And Worthington hands it off. First down yardage for Shimshock.
Shimshock on the carry.
Up to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line, we'll call it.
Brought down by number 51.
On the tackle, it was Dom Shimko, who tied for second on the team last week with 6 tackles. United started at the 20. They're at the 43, but really they were back to about, the 11-yard line with that penalty. At the bottom of your screen, if you're watching, Cole McGinnis. Handoff, nice cut at the line of scrimmage by Shimshock, who picks up yardage from one side of the 45 to the other. He's going to gain about 4 yards on that play. Gabe Ruffner, he had 6 tackles last week, played a strong game, 6'3", 244-pound defensive end. Limits him to 4 yards. 5:44 to play here in this scoreless first quarter, but the Lions are on the march.
Wildcats did a little blitzing last week and had great success. They may try to do the same thing here tonight.
Cam Good, a receiver near the Wildcats sideline. They hand it off to Aleska. Aleska, good hole, breaks a tackle, 40, 35, 30, right sideline. Arone misses him, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 53 yards for Shaden Aleska, his first touchdown of the season. And the Lions very impressively drive and take the lead on the big play, the splash play from Aleska. It's 6-0.
The one thing the Wildcats did not want to do is allow those kind of plays. Again, that was a good run by Alexa, but it was one that could have been controlled. Give the United Lions credit, blocked it well. Alexa was basically untouched. He just ran away from the pursuit.
Long snappers, Jake McConville. Holder is Brendan James, a sophomore. And Connor Riffer to attempt the extra point. He had a 41-yard field goal last week, and that loss to Cambria Heights. The extra point is good. 6-0, make it 7-0. United Valley over the Homer Center Wildcats. Well done by United on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
Nine plays, 80 yards, took 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Drive summary brought to you by Luther Ford. Kick squibs to Brady Fraser at the 9-yard line. Brady over the 20 to the 25, and he's racked pretty hard and goes down at the 25, where Homer Center will take over after the media timeout. With 5:14 left in the first quarter from Memorial Field in Homer City. It's United Valley 7 and the Homer Center Wildcats nothing on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So, there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
In 10 Homer Center, they'll start this drive at their own 26-yard line. Looking to answer United's score. 5:14 left here in this first quarter, 7-0 Lions. Carson Arone hands it to Gabe Cobaugh. Gabe, good jump cut at the 30 and up to the 34-yard line for a gain of 8, tackled by Max McConville, the defensive end. I like the vision. I like the little jump cut off the read.
Yep, he knows how to run the football. You could see that early on. You got to get more of that. Got to break him open. The Wildcats don't have that capability, and I think Cobaugh does. So we'll have to see if we can get him going here.
Riley Cobaugh, his older brother, a senior, has blazing speed. Arone will go under center, and they run a draw, and not working. Too slow developing, and they're going to lose yardage back to the 31-yard line. Busting that play up was Logan Lichtenfels, the middle linebacker who led the team with 12 tackles last week.
Maybe 3 will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
They need Riley Cobaugh in this play. It's a short one. He's excellent on those out patterns.
3rd down and 4 for Homer Center. Ball at the 32. They need to get to the 36-yard line.
There's some big boys on that United team as I look out over that.
2-by-2 formation, 2 up top, 2 at the bottom of your screen. If you're watching, they throw out in the flat to Tavius Skillings, but that's not going to work. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. It was a little wobbler out of the hand of Carson Arone. So the Wildcats are going to have to punt it away. Ethan Luco on the tackle, along with Nate Shimshock, weak side linebacker. So not what Greg Paige in his 200th game coaching here at Homer Center was looking for. 3 and out.
Nope. You got to answer a little bit when you give up a score like that.
Lou Mackoy in his 2nd season. Frazier's kick is a good one and hits at the 34-yard line, and it's going to roll dead at about the 31-yard line where it's touched down by Homer Center. Deegan Fedoric. So, 37-yard punt. If you're a Homer Center supporter, you're probably thinking they better get a stop here.
Yeah, they better. Again, they got to disrupt the patterns that they're running in the United backfield. They're doing a nice job of that little crossbuck work, and it's been very effective.
Dimitri Worthington sets Luco as a left wing and hands it off up the middle to Shimshock. Good defense that time from Homer Center, maybe a half a yard or so. We'll see if they even give him that much. Gabe Ruffner, nope, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a straight handoff. You can handle that, but I would look to send a linebacker a blitz just to kind of disrupt the.
Mackoy 6 and 5, this being his 2nd season after replacing, I think, the legendary Kevin Marabito. Kevin, if you're out there, hello to you.
Yeah, he had a lot to do with this program.
2nd and 10, toss left. Shimshock, it's stacked up. Good job by Gabe Cobaugh fighting that block off. And then he got some pursuit from some friends. I think Jackson Taylor or maybe Dom Shimko, one of those friends. See, here's a replay. Watch, if you're able to watch 30, number 30, just fight off the block. Did a good job. Brady Frazier, Dom Shimko came in to help him finish off that tackle. Excellent job, though, by Gabe Cobaugh.
Big stop right here for the Wildcats. They really had a bad series offensively, so they need to get the ball back quickly.
3rd down, 16. Worthington, little pump flake. Now rolls, gives ground to his right, throws on the run, caught, but behind the chains. It's just going to be a short gain of 2 or 3 yards. It was complete to Ethan Luco, but a good job by the Homer Center defense to make a stop and force a United punt.
3 yards and a bring up 4th and 13.
4th down and 13. Of course, this is the 4th year of the co-op between United Valley and Blacklick Valley. A little trivia for you, Ward. How many times did Homer Center play Blacklick Valley in football?
How many times?
Yeah, just how many times overall through the many years did they play the Vikings?
25.
25. I'll give you the answer after the punt. Long snappers Jake McConville. Punters Logan Lichtenfels. Last week, 40-yard average. And this one's not going to hurt that average as it rolls inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line where Homer Center will take over. 59-yard punt indeed will not hurt a 40-yard average. And 40 is pretty good.
Yeah, Brady Frazier back and just turned and ran after it. There's no way you can see the ball when you do that, and that's what happened. Good kick.
I'm not sure if Homer Center was not aware of his leg because he kind of showed it off last week, so you kind of know you better be at least 40, 45 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's easier to come up than it is to go back.
Ward, the answer, you said 25. Dawn, what do you think? How many times? 9? Dennis, what, got a guess for 15? Blacklick Valley hasn't had football since 1921, but surprisingly, Homer Center only met the Vikings twice in their history, winning both games 30-0 in 1988, 42-22 in the playoffs in 2008.
Well, there you are.
Nice guess, Ward. You just missed with 25. The give to Gabe Cobaugh. Gabe, good hard running for the Cats over the 20 up to about the 22-yard line. On the tackle was Shimshock from the United Valley Lions.
Doing a nice job on that straight play. Again, well blocked. 9-yard pickup.
Second down and a yard. We're under a minute to play here in this first quarter. 7-0 United Valley. Hello to our good friend Jimmy Sutter tuned in to tonight's game. From the shotgun with Cobaugh and a man in motion, that is Deegan Fedoric. They give it to Cobaugh, and Cobaugh is hit with authority and dropped by Max McConville. Going to lose yardage back to the 31-yard line. Wildcats do not have to run another play, so they can talk this over, and that's what they're going to do. Want to thank friends of Jim Struzzi for making the first quarter possible. United 7, Homer Center nothing. You're watching and listening on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Friday Night Lights aren't the only place you'll find excitement at Indiana Floral. Every arrangement is a celebration. From bright school spirit bouquets to gifts and balloons, Indiana Floral helps you cheer on your team and show someone you care. Parents, when you need flowers for birthdays, dances, or just to make someone smile, Indiana Floral is the hometown shop you can count on. Indiana Floral, fresh, fun, and always in season. Shop local. Stop by today on Warren Road or on IndianaPAFlowers.com.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
Field out-of-town scoreboard. Penns Banner 14, Conemaugh Valley nothing. Comets looking to pick up their first win. End of one, Purchase Line in Northern Cambria, no score. And that's all we have so far. A lot can happen to kids after hours and not just on the gridiron. Babies get fevers, children step on glass, athletes twist their ankles. If you or your child needs attention and your doctor's office is closed, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge is open weekdays and weekends from 8 to 8. What a great idea when you need them. Since 2009, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, get better. Give you the first quarter stats after this big play for Homer Center. They have an H back to the right. And Arone back to pass, rolls to his right, looking, throwing, misfires badly, intended for Riley Clevenger, or not Clevenger, Riley Cobaugh, and the Wildcats will have to punt it away.
That play worked, except he missed his receiver, and he was open. I thought he was just going to run for that.
First quarter stats, rushing 27 yards on 8 attempts for Homer Center, 83 yards, 9 carries for United, 2 for 3 passing for 4 yards for Worthington, 1 of 2 for 7 yards for Arone, 87 yards on 12 plays for United, 34 yards, 10 plays Homer Center, 5:33 time of possession United, 6:27 for Homer Center. Stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first, and this punt takes a United bounce and is going to be a net of 14 yards. It hit at about the 44-yard line and went the wrong direction. A net punt of from the 21 to the 35, a 14-yard punt.
Yeah, boy, what a reversal, huh? The kicking game playing a big role in this right now. Field position.
So United starts in Homer Center territory, leading 7-0. And the give, and a new running back in there for the Lions. Was that 30? Oh, that was 16. That wasn't a new. I thought it was 36. It was 16, Shaden Aleska, who scored that touchdown. On the tackle, Brady Fraser for Homer Center. But a good solid gain of 5 to the 30-yard line.
That was all on Alexa there. He'd been hit early and just fought his way through the tackle, picked up 5 yards.
Coaches poll preseason, this United team picked up a couple of first-place votes. They were picked third overall behind Marion Center. River Valley dominating the coaches poll. And the give to Aleska again. Good running by Aleska. I think he's going to have enough for a first down, maybe inches shy. It will depend on the spot, but he kind of ran through an ankle tackle, picked up some extra yardage. Gabe Ruffner on the stop. It will be third and very short.
Third down and short.
This is the 100th season of Homer City, Lower Lamar, Homer Center football. When I tell you it started in 1923, that doesn't make sense, does it? But there were no games during the World War II years in 42, 43, and 44. But 100th of action on the field. Lichtenfels on the carry. He rushed the football 6 times for 23 yards last week. Picks up some positive yardage to the 20-yard line. Riley Kobaugh on the stop, but it is a first down. And the Lions are in the red zone.
Very methodical, moving the ball well. Running backs are running very hard. Tough to bring them down.
Shimshock to the right of quarterback Worthington. Lichtenfels to the left. And Worthington is going to keep it on the read option himself and doing a good job in riding him down as the sophomore Colin Dunn, defensive end. Good job by Dunn to make that stop.
Stayed with the play, too. He didn't get sucked in by the play fake.
Second down and about 8 to go. Left wing is Lichtenfels now. Motion man is Mackoy toward the formation. They fake it to him, and here comes the quarterback, Worthington, and he's tripped up nicely right near the line of scrimmage by Deegan Fedoric, the cornerback who came up and made that read and the play. So they went back to that play where they go away from the motion, and this time Homer Center stayed home. It didn't work. It'll be third down and 8.
That's a great play by Fedoric. He closed real quick and made the tackle. He was the only one out there. He misses. That's going a long way.
Keep in mind here, unless it's 4th and short, if the Wildcats can stop them here, United an outstanding kicker, Connor Riffer, who had a 41-yarder last week. Worthington to pass. Worthington dancing around, throwing on the run as a receiver wide open, but he misfires for Luco inside the 10-yard line, and it will be 4th down and 8. They kick a field goal. It will be a 35-yarder, and here comes the field goal team.
A lot of pressure from Homer Center, which caused that pass to be overthrown.
4th down and 8. The Wildcat 18-yard line.
The long snapper is Jake McConville, holder Brendan James, and the kicker Connor Riffer. Angle right to left from 35 yards out. Snap is off, and the ball is loose. And James has the ball, and he's down on a knee, and that will be Homer Center football. If that ball did come loose, I guess, and I think Kobaugh came up with it.
See the replay on that.
Yeah, the snap was just a little off target.
Player could have picked that up and gone the entire way, but did not see the ball, apparently. Yeah, that was a huge play. The defense stopped them, and then they didn't get a chance to kick that field goal.
Well, not huge for United.
No, but for the Wildcats, that was a big play.
So 8:41 to play here in the first half. Homer Center starting at their own 24. Carson Arone makes a nice move, sidesteps a tackler to the 40, on his feet, knocked out of bounds as he gets over the 45 up to about the 47-yard line. A gain of 23 yards for Carson Arone.
Well, Lions hit him early, but he was able to maintain his balance and get to the outside. And that is a credit to him. Wildcats got a little something going now. Let's see if they can maintain that.
Second quarter being brought to you by Indiana Floral and Flower Boutique. Arone, a pass to Deegan Fedoric. Deegan, a reception last week for 25 yards. He's into the books tonight, a nice gain of about 7 yards. Nate Shimshock on the tackle for the United Lions. They put the football down right on the paint at the 46.
Those are plays that last year said would work, and Homer just wasn't running them, but already they've done it twice and picked up decent yardage.
Second down and 3. Arone to pass. Arone looking, pretty good protection, now breaks down, and they're going to sack him back near the 50-yard line. Pretty good protection, just couldn't find a receiver, and he's going to lose yardage about 3 yards. Max McConville will credit with the sack.
It's good defense by United. It looked like most of the Wildcat receivers were going deep. There wasn't anybody underneath to throw to, so it was pretty much all Carson could do to get almost to the back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6. Arone, pressure off the edge, down he goes, sacked by Nick Garber, who came clean from the strong side linebacker position, and Carson Arone didn't have a chance, and the Wildcats had a promising start to the drive, but it went backwards, and Brady Fraser onto it, punt again.
Great job by the Lions. Nice adjustment. Again, that's just sending people, and that's something the Wildcats defense is going to have to consider.
Brady Fraser to punt, long snapper Deegan Fedoric. Line of scrimmage, the 44 of Homer Center. Snap is strong, and the kick is away. Coming near sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 30-yard line, where United will take over, leading 7-0 when we return on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Coy's Pizza, Route 56 in Homer City and at the top of Nolo Hill, would like to wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's game and throughout the year. You can get ready for the game with a quick stop at Coy's Pizza for their perfect pizza, topped off with delicious cheese, perfect toppings, strombolis, and your favorite cold beverages. Coy's Pizza, Route 56, Homer City, and at the top of Nolo Hill on Route 422. It's always a great time for Coy's Pizza.
Mackoy as we come back to action on WCCS and on Renda Digital TV, and he found the edge and picked up 16 yards to the 45-yard line. Coach's son, sophomore, 5'9", 165. Finally stopping him was Brady Fraser.
Injury timeout.
And we have an injury, a United player injured on the far sideline. So we will take an injury timeout from Memorial Field with 6:19 left in the first half. United's had the better of it. They lead Homer Center 7-0 right here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Peyton Mackoy, the injured Lion, and again, hello to his mom, Ashley, the coach's wife, who had pneumonia and was at IRMC. And I understand, Ashley, you're feeling better, and we wish you the best, and hopefully Peyton will be okay too. Hopefully he won't need IRMC. 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Lions. We'll get to a couple of scores after this play, and the give up the middle, and with it is Lichtenfels.
On the carry.
And Logan, a gain of 2 to the 47-yard line. Cody Bell on the tackle. Here's a little bit of a surprise. Lots of points, end of the first quarter at Molino Stadium. Marion Center 14, Portage 13. Indiana leading Ringgold in the Whitfield 14-12. End of the first, Cambria Heights 7, River Valley nothing. Conemaugh Township end of 1 leading West Shamokin 7-0. 7-0 here. United Valley looking to extend it, and the quarterback Worthington runs through a tackle to the 45 near sideline to the 40. Diving attempt from Homer Center, and Fedora couldn't get him, and he just tiptoes out of bounds as he gets to the 28-yard line. And that will be, not the 28, the 33-yard line. So a 20-yard gain for McElwee.
That was
Worthington on the
bit of
carry.
a breakdown defensively. A couple of tackles that were missed, and a good run by Worthington. We said he was a good athlete, and he showed it there. Broke a tackle initially, and then just went rambling for 20.
At the 33-yard line. Motion man is good. They fake it to him. They go the opposite direction to Oleska, who gets a nice block from Logan Lichtenfels. Riley Kobaugh fought through a block of his own and made the tackle, but not before Oleska picked up 4 or 5 yards on first down inside the Wildcat 30 to the 29-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Well, that's a good block, and that's what made that play work. Homer had it defense pretty well. We got taken out by that Lichtenfels block. It's all a matter of pursuit. The defense has to chase down these sweeps.
2nd down and 6, under 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Logan Lichtenfels runs through a tackle. First down yardage to the Wildcat 20, dragged down from behind by Carson Arone. Well, last week Homer Center did a pretty good job tackling. You know, some of the defensive numbers, just to be honest about it, in the first 2 quarters plus were a little skewed because Homer Center's offense had 2 or 3 long drives that took a lot of clock, so the defense really wasn't exposed. Maybe they were protected a little bit as a result from the offensive unit with ball possession. So they're getting gashed a little bit here in this first half. Still down only 7-0. They did make a good stop on United Valley's last drive. Worthington to pass. Worthington, good protection all day. Fires through the hands of Luco, who wants interference, but no call, and I didn't see interference myself, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Luco had 7 receptions last week. He's a good receiver, 46 yards. But that one zipped through his hands and was defended pretty nicely, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's pretty good all-over defense by the Wildcats, and that was one down that the Lions won't get back. Of course, they still have that field goal.
Coming to you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth at Memorial Field in Homer City. S&T Bank, people forward banking. I-back in pistol formation is Oleska. And Worthington's going to keep it. And Worthington off left tackle down to about the 16, 17-yard line. Going to be tackled by Dom Shipko, inside backer, who had a good game last week. Shipko had a pretty good start to the season last year, and then he was injured. Homer Center, I think, in the final game against Township, they had 11 or 13 players and 70 man games lost on the sidelines. So they are looking to stay healthier this year. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Football at the 16-yard line.
It's a big play in this drive both ways.
3:35, clock moving. 3rd down, 7 for the Lions. They have receivers, and there's motion from one of them. Oh, they didn't call it. Worthington boots to his left, looking, throws it away over the head of Logan Lichtenfeld's far sideline. At the bottom of the screen, I don't know if we would have a replay of that, but for United, moving was Connor Altimus. And we'll see now, he's just out of the picture, but it went undetected. So it'll be 4th down and 7. Football at the 16-yard line. Are they going to try another field goal or not?
Doesn't look like it.
They're going to go for it this time. Football resting at the Wildcats 16. 4th down and 7. Cole McGinnis at the bottom of your screen if you're watching. Worthington rolls to his right, throws, and it is intercepted by Homer Center. Intercepted by Deegan Fedoric. Unless they're going to say incomplete, which would be better if you're a Homer Center fan.
Actually better field position.
At the 10-yard line. Well, they're going to say United's McGinnis had the control of the ball. It's Homer Center ball. Now they change it. It is going to be Homer Center football and a immediate timeout. With 3:16 left in the first half, it's United Valley 7 and the Homer Center Wildcats nothing on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Life at full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Without saying a word.
Homer Center ball. We got a little plug for Coach's Corner. This guy behind me, Ward Hilliard's part of Coach's Corner. Been going on since 1969 in Indiana County. Heard 8 to 10 on WDAD. Todd Marino, the host, got the little shirt we handed out to all the coaches this year. Coach's Corner. You're not a coach.
Well, do a show for crying out loud.
Who carried that ball, Chris, as we were doing a shameless plug? Carson Arone on the carry. Gain of 5 for Carson. As we go back to action here, you know, Coach's Corner, Jack Benedict brought the concept to Indiana County from Connellsville when he moved up in 1969. That show has had only 3 hosts.
I know.
Jack Benedict, Chuck Clark, Todd Marino.
Todd Marino.
2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Shotgun snap to Carson, steps up, sacked. Carver again. They're not blocking Nick Garber.
Well, you could see that the Lions knew something was up, so they had a linebacker coming right up the middle of the blitz, and that blew that play up. I don't like what I'm seeing down here, though.
Oh, that's Gabe Coball. Yeah, I didn't even notice.
They're going to wrap his ankle, maybe.
Football back at the 11-yard line. Both teams have, well, no, Homer Center has used 1 timeout early in the game. United Valley has all 3 of their TOs at their disposal.
Peyton Mackoy looks like, is that him sitting across the way?
Yeah, he was, of course, injured on that one play. And we have a timeout on the field. With 1:47 left in the First half, Homer Center behind the chains, third and a little over 10 to go when we return, trailing 7-0 to the Lions on the Renda Media Football Network, powered by IRMC.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and like most of you, I find myself ready to watch some Friday night football, and this season is no different. I want to wish all our area athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and all who participate the best of luck for a safe, successful, and fun-filled season. These games wouldn't happen without the support of the community, and as a parent, I know the importance of after-school athletics and programs keeping our youth's mind and body ready to tackle life's hardest lessons. For me and my staff, good luck, and I'll be rooting for each and every one of you.
Quarter sponsorship. 7-0. United Valley with the lead. Fourth meeting since the co-op. Homer won the first one, United Valley the last two. Wildcats third down and 10 to go, we'll call it. See who the protector is in there. It's Fraser, and he gets the handoff trying to get to the corner. And a flag flies, and I think we're going to have a hold on Homer Center as he got up to about the 19-yard line, a couple of yards shy, but I think this one is coming back. Football is marked down at the 19. Pitt football tomorrow. Duquesne the opponent. How about that?
Yeah.
I can remember when Duquesne was basically non-scholarship lower level, but now they do have some scholarships.
Yeah, they're not quite in that league, though.
Well, they're not D1, no. They're FBS or FCS, whatever that is. Timeout United. We'll take one with them. Holding was declined by United Valley. 1:40 left in the first half. Our coverage from Memorial Field will continue after this timeout on IRMC's Renda Media Football Network.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
The Wildcats were marching down the field one play at a time, and just like you kind of fill your bingo card, Ward, one number at a time. Patience pays off in football, and it pays off at the Altman Fireman Bingo, which will resume next Thursday at the Altman Fire Hall, one of the premier bingos in Indiana County. Thanks to Sarah and all the crew down there. They do a great job. I saw them at the fair as well. They sold me those little ticket tabs, you know, that you win $1, then you have to trade it in for 4 more tickets anyway. Oh, there's a snap over the head of Brady Frazier and through the end zone. Last week we saw Northern Cambria do the same thing, and Homer Center misfires on special teams, and the safety results in 2 points for United Valley, and it's 9-0 with 1:36 left in the first half, and Frazier didn't have a chance.
No, that's a shame with only a minute 36 left. They could have pretty much run the clock or force them to run the clock if you're a Homer fan, and that didn't happen. They got that 2 points.
The snap had some authority, I'll say that.
It had a snap.
Looked
had
like
some
one of those,
snap.
you know, one of those the games where they shoot the T-shirts.
Yeah,
and they go flying.
Homer can't afford those kind of mistakes against a good team like this. It's just not any good for them. They've got to move the ball a little bit better. It looks like Colbaugh here is taped up and he's ready to go. Probably won't see him until the second half.
Kick will be from their own 20-yard line.
I would kick it if I was.
So Frazier will punt the football. The option to kick, of course, but he's going to punt it from the 20-yard line. And it's an end-over-end kick. Hits at the 39. Big, tall bounce. Logan Lichtenfels to the 40, to the 50, to the 45 as a flag flies. Colin Dunn on the tackle. And there's another flag. I think we're going to have a late hit on United Valley's McConville. Unless it's Taylor on retaliation, we will find out which way that one goes. But I think we have a penalty on the return, and then we're going to have a dead ball foul after the play. 1:31 to play in this football game, or in this first half. Next week in the Heritage Conference, Homer Center is going to have another tall order traveling to Molino Stadium at Marion Center. We'll be on the air at 6:15. Around the league next week, Northern Cambria at United Valley. That'll be a big one. West Shamokin at Penns Manor, Cambria Heights at Purchase Line, Conemaugh Township at River Valley, and Portage will be at Conemaugh Valley. Thanks to the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club. First penalty, what was that, Ward? Holding.
Yeah, and then...
okay, so the offsetting will wipe each other out. So McConville and Jackson Taylor both were guilty as charged.
Taylor had a incident last week with... He's a tough kid, but he lets his emotions get away from him once in a while, and that's the case right there. I think he was goaded into that, though, but I did not get a chance to see that. He didn't get to replay.
41-yard punt on the after that safety. So United Valley with 1:31 to play will take over after they mark off the penalty, because it was a decent return for Lichtenfels, but they're back at their own 45-yard line. And Shimshock on the carry, and Shimshock 3 yards to the 48-yard line. Gabe Ruffner and Dom Shimko on the tackle. United with 2 timeouts in their back pocket will go hurry up here. 1:15 left. They lead 9-0. Pistol formation. Worthington, little slant into Lichtenfels. First down to the Wildcat 45, maybe the 44.
Gain of 7.
Riley Coball, was it on the tackle? First and 10. Pistol back again is Shimshock. Quick out. Caught by Lichtenfels. Forced out by Fraser. Gain of 3 to the Wildcat 41. 53.8 seconds left on this beautiful night from Memorial Field in Homer City, where they've been playing since about 1946. That's when the fence was installed, too.
Yeah.
Same fence.
Pool was in here in 48, I believe.
Second down and 7. Receiver, if you're watching at the bottom of your screen for United, is Cole McGinnis. Caught a touchdown pass last week. Throwing deep down the left sideline, too far for Logan Lichtenfels, who got behind Brady Fraser and Riley Coball. But Worthington, I'm not sure if he was pressured or not, but his pass led Lichtenfels by too much, and it'll be third down with 48.8 seconds left.
Kind of knew that was coming. These short outs they were running, you knew they had to pick the pace up a little bit, and that's what they did, ran the streak.
United will get the ball to start the second half. Third down and 7. There's a flag as they blow it dead before the play starts.
Flags on the play.
There's a shortage of officials. I mean, they have enough to cover games. I know there's one game where they're one shy, and the only reason I bring that up is if it's something that, you know, you love sports, you love football, consider doing it.
Yeah, take the test.
Take the test. You never get any grief or anything from anybody. They praise you. Everybody loves you.
Is that right?
You can actually make some decent money.
Oh, very good.
It would be like Bob Nutting, you know, going into Market Square and have to stand there and get yelled at for, you know, a year, and he's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. They're waving the flag off. Okay.
Well, at least it didn't take an hour and a half like last week in the first quarter. Remember that?
Oh, my. They had some real problems last week.
Halftime score already. Penns Manor 21, Conemaugh Valley nothing on our out-of-town scoreboard. Third down and 7 46.7 seconds left.
Somebody moved there before, and that's a penalty, but apparently they didn't see it that way.
They're probably going to add a couple of seconds on the clock is my guess. 49 seconds they want on the clock. Although I'm pretty sure it was 48.8, but hey, why argue over 0.2 of a second?
Well, yeah, the Wildcats can't have any breakdowns here. If you're United, you want that, but another score would really put them up again. That's my West Virginia talk, up again.
Last year, United led 20-0 at the half. Season opener right here. Pressure off the edge, throwing down the sideline, overshoots Luco. He didn't go sideline, it was right down the hash. Carson Arone on the coverage, and it will be 4th down and 7, and the scoreboard has 4-4-4. How about that, Ward? 4-4-4?
Yeah, good number, good hand in poker. Huh?
44.4 seconds.
Hummer had pretty good pressure.
I'll have to play 4-4-4. Sounds like a winner. 4th down from the 41. Looks like United will go for it. Do risk turning the ball over in decent field position for Homer Center. Pistol back is Shimshock, and the give is to Shimshock, and he is met and dropped at the 40-yard line, and the Wildcats will take over. And there'll be a stop on the clock for change of possession. Dom Shimko filled that gap and stopped them 39-yard line.
It's gained him a couple of yards, but that'll be a turnover on downs. Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10.
So they got 39.5 seconds left.
39 seconds remaining in the first half.
And the Wildcats around their head coach Greg Paige, coaching his 200th game tonight. Did you know that, Chris Garetano? Coach Paige's 200th game tonight as head coach.
What time just flew by, didn't it?
Bottom right.
We were here for most of them, too.
1st and 10, Homer Center. .39-yard line. Is Gabe Cobaugh back in there, Ward? Yeah, it is Gabe.
Yeah, he's back. And
they shift him right to left sidecar.
Look for Riley, who's streaking right here, and there's the ball.
For Riley. Riley can't get to it at the 20-yard line. On the coverage was Cole McGinnis.
He threw it into another gear, Riley did, but just missed that ball. Fella covering him's limping a little bit.
Cole McGinnis. Yeah, Peyton Mackoy, unfortunately, was injured right at midfield in the United sideline earlier in this quarter. And I'm not sure, is he still on the bench?
Well, I saw him sitting there with one of the coaches.
He's on the bench, tape on his left knee.
Tape on his left knee, Chris Garetano telling us, the public address announcer and faculty member at Homer Center. 2nd and 10. 2-by-2 formation here for the Cats. Out in the flat to Riley Cobaugh. Cobaugh comes near sideline, and boy, good lateral pursuit by United's Shaden Oleska. And Riley has some speed, and the Wildcats will take a timeout with 23 seconds left in the first half. Score remains United Valley 9 and the Homer Center Wildcats nothing. And you're listening and watching on the Renda Media Football Network, powered by IRMC.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's
with you at Memorial Field after the timeout. Wildcats 3rd down. Ten to go from their own 40. Not sure how they gained a half a yard on 2 incompletions.
Well, they did complete that.
Oh, that's right. There was a completion, right. Here's throwing down the seam again for Fraser. Now will be interference on the United Valley Lions.
He's even the side judge over here threw a flag.
Corbin Rhodes interfered. I'm not sure Fraser gets to that ball, but it was so flagrant it had to be called.
Yeah, I believe it might have been overthrown a bit. You're right. He was tackled prior to the ball pass.
Interference on the Lions.
That's pretty much a textbook for those of you who want to take the test.
Now keep in mind, Homer Center with a good field goal kicker in Fraser with 18 seconds left. No timeouts, however. United's Riffer a good field goal kicker, but they had a muffed snap on his attempt. But the Wildcats need some sizable yardage to think about that. Empty set. 2 receivers to the United sideline, 2 down below, and the pass incomplete. Not a well-thrown ball from Carson again, intended for Riley Cobaugh. So as sharp as Aron looked last week, not so much tonight.
He's rushing his pass, and that's due to the pressure. United's sending a blitzer every once in a while, and it's got him concerned, so he's not real comfortable back there. Might start rolling out a little bit.
Carson Aron, by the way, the Luxembourg Jewelers, well, they do the trophy, but the IRMC Player of the Week. So he'll be getting a nice trophy that produced by Luxembourg Jewelers. Congratulations to Jeff Widdison on his brand new downtown store. What a great job he did with that. 2nd down and 10. They fake the jet. Carson going to keep it. Carson to the 40, and he's out of bounds and hit kind of late, but I think it was the momentum taking him out of bounds. He was hit inbounds. I think if we get a replay, you'll see it was just the
I think
defenders.
It was just the momentum of the defenders.
Just the momentum carrying the defenders out, too. And, yeah, he's hit right as he gets to the out-of-bounds line. Not a lot of room in the bench area, out of play, so it maybe looks a little bit worse because of that. But 3rd down and 7 to go. 3-yard gain down to 10 seconds left. So the Wildcats have to get a 1st down and then spike the ball and do it in a hurry. And there's going to be motion on Homer Center. Delay of game, actually. Wildcats had problems last year, particularly in the first half, getting plays in late. And so the coaching staff has to do a better job in that regard. It's a delay of game, but that one, I think, Ward, you have to put on the staff.
Yeah, they got to get them out there. I'm not sure what they want to call. And
so 3rd down, 12 now, back to the 47-yard line. Shotgun snap. Aron, pump fake, looking, pocket collapses. He tries escaping pressure, rolls to his right, and he's flung down for a big loss back at the 42-yard line by Max McConville. The defensive end in the first half comes to an end. So that's the end of the first half. United Valley with the better of it in the first half as they look to pick up their first win of the season. Wildcats will need a big second half effort. They trail 9-0 as we head to our ITT halftime show here on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe. To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team.
The United Valley Lions in a trail at the intermission 9-0 as we welcome you back into our S&T Bank broadcast booth, People Forward Banking, S&T Bank. And we welcome you to the ITT, Indiana Total Therapy halftime show. And we're going to get right to our replays from the first half. Actually, just one radio replay as United scored on their first possession of the game. Homer Center won the toss and received. They started out promisingly, moved the ball from the 33 to the United 48, but then bogged down. And from the 48-yard line, Brady Fraser's punt sailed into the end zone for a touchback. So United started off at the 20-yard line. A holding penalty set them back to the 11. They were able to overcome that on a first down. They got the ball out eventually to their own 47-yard line with another first down. And on a 1st and 10 from their own 47, listen to what happened. And they hand it off to Aleska. Aleska, good hole, breaks a tackle, 40, 35, 30, right sideline. Arone misses him, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 53 yards for Shaden Aleska, his first touchdown of the season. And the Lions very impressively drive and take the lead on the big play, the splash play from Aleska. It's 6-0. Connor Riffer added the extra point, 9-play, 80-yard drive, really 89 with the penalty that they overcame. Wildcats 3 and out. They had to punt. United went 3 and out. And Homer Center to finish the quarter a 3 and out and only a 14-yard punt. United started at the 35-yard line of Homer Center in the second quarter, but attempted a field goal, 35 yards from Riffer, and a bad snap, a fumble. Cave Cobaugh recovered it. And Homer Center took over at the 24. They got a 23-yard run from Carson Arone to the 47-yard line, but then a 3 and out, 25-yard punt. We went back and forth, and Homer Center then later in the second quarter, starting with 3:16 left from their own 10-yard line, couldn't muster anything. They had to punt, and the snap from Deegan Fedoruk was a bullet, but unfortunately well high and went over the head of Brady Fraser and rolled out of bounds through the end zone for a safety to make it 9-0, and that's where we are at on our ITT halftime show. And Ward, your overall impressions of the first half?
Well, I thought United played pretty much the way I thought they would. They ran their power game. They had some success on the ground, not so much through the air, but they used the short pass very well. And you got to give them credit. They moved the ball and possessed it. I think that's important. We'll find out here when Jerry gives the stats. The Wildcats, much better than they were last year. I mean, they were losing 20-zip at half last year. It was just 9-0, and that safety was a big product of that. But they have got to find ways to be consistent when they're moving the ball. They get a big gain, they have a loss. You can't keep doing that. And United's doing a nice job of mixing up their defenses, especially with the blitzes. They're just jamming holes with those blitzes, and the Wildcats can't seem to get the motor going. So
the United band has the motor going. As we get ready for break, let's pick up a little bit of their performance here. Nine-0 United Valley over the Homer Center Wildcats. At the break, in our ITT halftime show continues after this on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or J4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Life is full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercrafts, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
For the United Lions, Nathan Shimshuk, 7 carries, 15 yards. Shaden Oleska, 4 carries, 66 yards, including the 53-yard touchdown run. Logan Lichtenfels, 3 carries, 16 yards. Quarterback Dimitri Worthington, 6 carries for 41 yards. And Peyton Mackoy, 1 carry, 16 yards. They had 22 rushes for 153 yards. Passing, Dimitri Worthington, 4 of 11, threw an interception, 14 yards passing, so 167 yards of total offense. For Homer Center, Carson Arone, 9 carries, 21 yards. Gabe Kobaugh, 6 for 18. Brady Fraser, 1 for 8. So 15 rushes for 47 yards. Passing yardage, Arone 3 of 7 for 15 yards. Homer Center just 62 total yards as they were outgained 167 to 62. Total domination for United Valley. Time of possession, 10 minutes 56 seconds for Homer Center, 13 minutes and 4 seconds for United Valley. They were 3 of 7 on third down. Wildcats 1 of 7. First downs 8-3 favoring United. 3 penalties on the Lions for 35 yards, 1 5-yarder on Homer Center. United Valley 1 punt for 59 yards. and Homer Center 4 punts for a 31-yard average. So that's a look at the stats. We're going to come back, take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard when we return on the ITT halftime report with the score, United Valley 9 and the Homer Center Wildcats nothing on the Renda Media Football Network presented by IRMC.
Coy's Pizza, Route 56 in Homer City and at the top of Nolo Hill would like to wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's game and throughout the year. You can get ready for the game with a quick stop at Coy's Pizza for their perfect pizza, topped off with delicious cheese, perfect toppings, strombolis, and your favorite cold beverages. Coy's Pizza, Route 56, Homer City, and at the top of Nolo Hill on Route 422. It's always a great time for Coy's Pizza.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to wish the best of luck to all the Heritage Conference schools and, of course, the Indiana Little Indians this season. Luxembourg's is excited to celebrate the grand reopening of their downtown Indiana location at 621 Philadelphia Street. Along with the Indiana Mall store, Luxembourg's Jewelers is still the winning choice for gifts of any occasion. Show your school pride with gifts ranging from beautiful logoed coffee mugs, keychains, money clips, water bottles, and more. Luxembourg's Jewelers is Indiana's jeweler.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Bad hair.
The Homer Center marching band performing. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit of the Homer Center band. Emily Marshall, Homer Center grad, was involved with the IUP marching band. The new band director. Well, just got a little glimpse there, Ward. We're going to get to the out-of-town scoreboard. I'll give you the score. You give me your snapshot reaction. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Halftime scores. Conemaugh Township 7, West Shamokin nothing.
No surprise. They're pretty evenly matched.
Well, I disagree. Not that that will be the first time. I'm surprised that West Shamokin is hanging with a pretty good Conemaugh Township team.
They had some athletes out there.
Purchase Line and Northern Cambria at the half, scoreless.
That's a surprise. I thought the Colts would come out blazing, but the Dragons still I don't know about them. I think they got some stuff out there yet that we haven't seen.
Penns Manor 21, Conemaugh Valley nothing.
Yeah, that's to be expected. The Comets on a nice bounce back.
Cambria Heights 21, River Valley 7.
That is a surprise, I would think. Cambria Heights, they're trying to piece together a team after that great one they had last year and seem to be doing it.
Lost all of their skill people. Nealon gone, Tripp is gone, Garrett Jasper gone, Mulraney gone, quarterback Isaac Whalen gone.
Somebody's stepping in and doing it, don't they?
Well, they had some good young players last year that got a lot of playing time because of injuries. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard. Whipple score, Indiana 14 and Ringgold 12 at the intermission. We're going to come back with more on our ITT halftime show from Memorial Field in Homer City with the score United Valley 9 and the Homer Center Wildcats nothing on the Renda Media Football Network presented by IRMC.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Lots of people still don't realize the benefits of chiropractic health care. It improves balance, muscle flexibility, joints, improves range of motion, athletic coordination, and helps the body recover faster. Many professional athletes use chiropractic health care to improve performance and prevent injuries. See the difference Maine's Chiropractic can make for you. Maine's Chiropractic, Main Street, Homer City. Adjusting today for a better tomorrow.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Nothing United Valley Homer Center Marching Band performing. Hey, for the third straight season, Grand Beginnings Children's Center throwing a touchdown pass for the kids, helping Red Media's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, helping us to fund child health care at IRMC and Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. They're donating $1 for every point scored in each game that we broadcast across our radio network. We will update that total every week. We entered tonight with 143 points. And just a quick calculation, 63 points scored across the 4 games, including 0. Purchase Line Northern Cambria not helping the Grand Beginnings Teddy Bear Fund Drive tonight. So 206 points right up to date as we get set for the second halves of action. And Renda Media says thank you to Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to shine since 1991. One other score to pass along that just came in at the half. It was 14-13 after 1, but Marion Center now leads Portage 28-13. That's where Homer Center travels next Friday night. So let's check other games next week. In addition to that game, Northern Cambria will be at United Valley, West Shamokin at Penns Manor, Cambria Heights at Purchase Line, Conemaugh Township at River Valley, Portage at Conemaugh Valley, and Indiana in the WPIAL. Again, third straight road game will be at Chartiers Valley. That's the ITT halftime report. Oh, it isn't. We got one more order of business. When we come back, Ward's going to talk about Maine's chiropractic halftime adjustments. When we come back to Memorial Field with the Lions leading the Wildcats 9-0 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
I'm State Senator Joe Pitton, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
Coy's Pizza, Route 56 in Homer City and at the top of Nolo Hill would like to wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's game and throughout the year. You can get ready for the game with a quick stop at Coy's Pizza for their perfect pizza, topped off with delicious cheese, perfect toppings, strombolis, and your favorite cold beverages. Coy's Pizza, Route 56, Homer City, and at the top of Nolo Hill on Route 422. It's always a great time for Coy's Pizza.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk Producers.
Halftime adjustments. What did Lou Mackoy talk about in the locker room and Homer Center head coach Greg Paige?
I don't think he's going to make too many adjustments other than don't make the mistakes, get away from the penalties if you're Lou. Keep it up. They're mixing their defenses up with these blitzes, and that is working very well. For Homer Center, they've got to find a way to combat the blitz, and maybe one way to do that is to roll out Carson around a little bit, get him away from that pressure. And they got to find a way to get Colbaugh, Riley involved in their offense. He's the big play guy. Homer one score here, and this is a totally different ball game. So if I'm telling my team that when I'm in the locker room, we'll see how it all fleshes out here in the second half.
Fans, that's the ITT halftime show. Stay with us now for the start of the second half. Coming up next, with United Valley leading 9-0, and United Valley will be getting the ball to start the second half on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
I'm State Senator Joe Pittman, wishing all students who participate in extracurricular activities every success in the classroom and on the field. The teamwork and leadership skills you learn today will serve you and our entire community well in the years ahead. We need future leaders prepared to step forward and make our region a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I'm proud of the work and effort you are putting forth. Have fun, be safe, and enjoy the season.
Paid for by Friends of Joe.
With you at Memorial Field on this great night of August. Still, the fair's going on. Been a big week. And but it feels like fall, right?
This is October weather. I'm cold. I didn't mind that heat.
Brady Fraser, who had 2 touchbacks last week at Northern Cambria.
A little delay until they found the tee. Somebody finally came up with it, so we're ready to go.
Logan Lichtenfels and Shaden Aleska back deep. They stand at their own 5-yard line, awaiting the kick of the junior, Brady Fraser. And the kick is away. It's very short. High, going to fall at the 20-yard line. Picked up by Aleska to the center of the field. Makes a nice move. 30, 35, up to about the 37-yard line where he's tackled on the kick coverage team by Gabe Ruffner. So, good return. Short kick from Fraser. I'm not sure if that was by design or not.
I don't think he caught it myself, but I know I never kicked that well.
37-yard line will be the line of scrimmage for the United offense that had a big first half, outgaining Homer Center in a big way.
So one of the things I thought the Wildcat defense needed to do was blitz a little, confuse that offense a little for United.
Sidecar to the left. They have Aleska in motion now back toward the formation, and Worthington hands it off to Aleska, and good defense by Homer Center, going to drop him for a loss. Back to about the 35-yard line. Caden McAnulty on the stop. They mark it at the 36, so a loss of a yard.
They've been doing a little better, Homer has, on these sweeps. DNs are critical for that. And they've been extremely vulnerable in the past, so that's an upgrade.
Second down and 11. United behind the chains. They're ahead on the scoreboard, however, 9-0. Again, Oleska in motion, and they fake it. And the quarterback Worthington's going to keep it, and Gabe Cobaugh has Worthington for a loss inside the 35 to the 34-yard line.
That's a nice job by Cobaugh, not waiting for that play. He went at the quarterback and made the tackle.
So let's see what Dimitri Worthington has up his sleeve here. 15 of 24 a week ago. Neither quarterback particularly sharp throwing the ball in the first half as far as accuracy goes. Arone was under much more pressure than Worthington. Third down and 13. Protector in there. And Worthington takes the snap. Slant in. Pass is caught well short of the first down. It's Ethan Luco on the reception. Riley Cobaugh on the tackle. To the 42-yard line, it'll be 4th and 5, and the Wildcat defense does the job, force a 3 and out. United punt team comes out. Punter Logan Lichtenfels. Now, if they have a deep man, you'll be wise to get to about the 20 or 15-yard line because this kid can boot it. And the kick is away. It's a line drive. Going to be fielded by Frazier at the 20, 25-30. And he kind of slows up for some reason, and he goes down at the 32-yard line. 39-yard punt. Logan Lichtenfels on the return. Also Connor Altimus.
Well, that was a series that Homer would hope for. 3 and out. You got the ball in decent field position. They need to do something with it now.
Homer Center will start at their own 32. Thanks to our friends at the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club. If you're watching down there enjoying some of that fine pizza, thanks for tuning us in. Presenting sponsor of our video stream. You see them at the top of the screen. Read option and Arone nowhere to go. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, Max McConville on the tackle. He's been active, senior 5'10", 210. No gain. It'll be second down and 10 to go.
Lions doing a nice job of bottling that play up. That worked last week against Northern Cambria. Most of that, though, was inside. That trying to get to the outside. Homer just doesn't have the speed.
Ball at the 32-yard line. 3 minutes into this third quarter. Score remains 9-0 United Valley. Gabe Cobaugh as Arone goes under center. They fake it to him on a delay. Arone looking. Now he's going to keep it. Arone to the 35. Arone to the 40. Going to be 2 yards shy of a first down. Logan Lichtenfels, I think. Nope, Shaden Oleska on the tackle that was. It'll be third down and 2. Ball at the 40.
That was a good call. A little bit of a rollout, as I said, might help get away from that pressure, and they were bringing it. So that worked for the Wildcats there. Short yardage. You need to pick this up if you're a Homer fan.
Arone under center, power I formation, almost a wishbone look. And the give to Gabe Cobaugh, and Gabe going to be close to the first down on second effort. It's going to depend on the spot. Logan Lichtenfels, middle linebacker, going to be shy, just shy of the 32 maybe. Going to be very close. They're going to say first down. Every Friday, Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club with pizza and your favorite beverages. Over 1,300 members. Because of all of that growth and expansion and new addition coming real soon, I think those renovations are underway in the Twin City Event Hall. A great option for events, too. Thank you, Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club. First and 10, give on a counter, and Cobaugh to midfield to the 49 maybe of United Valley. Gain of almost 9. Cole McGinnis on the tackle, the cornerback. And they're going to spot it at the United 49, second down and a yard. A little different look from Homer Center.
Well, that helps because the defense is a little off guard now. They've been coming hard with blitzes, and these little counters off of this odd formation are working.
Wildcats trailing 9-0, trying to put something together on their opening drive of the second half. Same formation. And Arone hands it off. Kobaugh breaks one tackle. Kobaugh lowers the shoulder, goes to the 40 of United Valley. That'll be a gain of 9 and another first down for Homer Center. On the tackle, Dimitri Worthington, the free safety. He was second on the team last week in tackles with 10.
Good hard running by Kobaugh, broke a tackle, something that the United's been doing all night.
And if he breaks that last tackle, they're celebrating in the end zone. Same formation, double tights. Arone, handoff, and this one fumble on the play. It's loose. Homer Center, I think, got it back. Whoever has those orange spikes on the bottom. Is it Deegan?
Fedoric, I think.
It is Deegan Fedoric, yep. Johnny on the spot or Deegan on the spot for Homer Center. Second down and 10. There's some confusion on that last play.
United's really stacking up now against this.
Boy, are they ever. And it's play action pass. Homer Center going to throw for Caden McInaldi, and it's knocked away by Ethan Luco at the last second. That ball was underthrown by Carson Arone. Carson's having a rough night just with accuracy tonight.
Just didn't get enough steam on that one. He had him open. And Lions committed to blitzing, and that left the one-on-one out
Great
there.
Play call. Exactly 6 minutes left in this third quarter. 9-0 United.
Yeah, score by the Wildcats makes this game extremely interesting.
At the bottom of your screen, if you're watching, is the speedy Riley Kobaugh, who caught a touchdown pass last week against Northern Cambria. And Carson, pressure off the edge, steps up, eludes pressure to the 35, first down yardage 30. Far sideline, quick move 25, down to the 20, inside the 15-yard line with a nifty bit of footwork from the junior quarterback of the Wildcats. Shade Naleska finally stopped them, but the Wildcats are going to be in the red zone from the 40 down to the 12-yard line, a 28-yard gain.
Kind of caught the Lions in a blitz and got away from it. There's nobody home back there then once that happens. And really good run by Arone there.
From the United Valley 12-yard line. Sidecar right, Gabe Kobaugh. He gets the handoff. Gabe fighting, but not going to get much, maybe a yard. On the tackle, Logan Lichtenfels and also Max McConville. Wildcats, Carson Arone trots into the huddle. No gain on that play with the spot. Wildcats go 2 by 2 here. Carson Arone takes the shotgun snap, deep snap, steps up in the pocket to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone for a touchdown for the Homer Center Wildcats. Carson Arone. He had 2 last week. He puts one on the board here and does the heavy lifting on the drive with his legs, and the Wildcats make it 9-6 with 4:43 left in the third quarter. Carson Arone from 12 yards out.
Spreading the field with several receivers, widens it open, and as soon as he sees a gap, that's the difference I said last week between him and last year. He sees a gap, and he's on his way.
Brady Fraser to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Carson Arone. Drew Fisher, the long snapper. Right-footed soccer-style kicker, and the kick is up. Plenty of leg, and the kick is good. Teams come upfield, 4:43 left in the third quarter. We've got a ball game. Wildcats on their opening possession of this second half. They put it into the end zone, and it's 9-7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Their 4 carries, 48 yards on that touchdown drive, and it's 9-7, and Brady Fraser kicks this one long, and this one bobbled at the goal line by Lichtenfels. He brings it out to the 10, to the 15, and back to the 20. So about the same as a touchback. Dom Shimko being credited with the tackle. That Luther Ford drive summary, 10 plays, 68 yards, took 4 minutes, 58 seconds. It's 9-7 with a media timeout on the field with 4:38 left in the third quarter. Interesting game here at Memorial Field on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire. Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
On the field tonight, it's all about power, teamwork, and determination. The same spirit driving Homer City redevelopment. And just like our community is powering up for the future, Homer City Redevelopment wishes all of the players, coaches, and fans a healthy, successful football season. While this game may be in the fourth quarter, for Homer City Redevelopment, they're just getting started, because for Indiana County, we all feel the best is yet to come. And you can read all about it in the Renda Media Best of Indiana County magazine.
Valley taking over at their own 20-yard line. And the give and into the secondary, and it's a foot race. Heading to midfield, it is Shaden Aleska to the 20, to the 10, one play. The United Valley Lions answer, and that is a hurting thing if you're a Homer Center Wildcat supporter. And United Valley just re-grabs that momentum right back like he was shot out of a cannon. 80 yards for Shaden Aleska. He has 2 touchdown runs, covering 123 yards tonight.
What a swing of emotion. I was watching the sideline here. Homer was all really revved up after that score, and then you see this happen, and it's all back down, and we got to do it all over again. Great run. Easy hole, and boy, he just straight sprint.
Shaden Aleska, good wills, the 5'7", 160-pound junior. Holders Brendan James and Connor Riffer. Extra point is no good, wide left. So the Wildcats are in range of a single possession with a 2-point conversion attempt if they could score. But right now it's 15-7, Credit United. They bounce back with a big play, second big play of the night for them. And they lead at 15-7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network, presented by Indiana Regional Medical Center.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Neal Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Neal Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
Snaps good. The pass is caught. Touchdown! Just like a winning team,
Integrated Power Services knows it takes dedication, teamwork, and vision to succeed. That's why IPS proudly supports our local high schools in both academics and athletics. Because whether it's the classroom, the court, or the end zone, excellence starts with commitment.
Here's to a bright future and a winning season from your friends at IPS. Integrated Power Services. Respond, rethink, resolve.
The kickoff going to be taken at the 13-yard line by Brady Fraser. Brady trying to get through a seam. He can't do it. He's over the 30 to about the 33. United's Garver getting up a little slowly on the kick coverage team. Ethan Luco on the stop along with Cole McGinnis of the United Valley Lions. The Wildcats will take over at their own 33-yard line.
Well, they found something in that last drive, so let's see if that can continue. Sure, the Lions are going to make some adjustments as well. They may slow down some of their blitzing.
He had a ball out there already, and the official on this side got him another ball. He's up for running outside. That guy's this is only a second varsity game. This guy down there.
Same formation with that power eye look from Homer Center, and to give to Gabe Cobaugh, who gets over the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the tackle for United was Braden Butler. Butler, a senior, 6 feet, 215 pounds. Homer Center at Marion Center next week. We'll be on the air at 6:15 from Molino Stadium. 15-7 our score, 3:50 left, clock running in the third quarter, and Arone gives to the deep back. That is Gabe Cobaugh. Good hard running. He has a good burst up to the 45, make it the 46-yard line. Dimitri Worthington on the tackle.
Little dose of their own medicine there. The Lions looking at a little counter off the power eye, and a great job by Cobaugh as he hit that hole. He just turned it up a notch. Again, one more tackle missed, and he could have been gone.
13 carries, 50 yards for Cobaugh. Quick stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. They give to the deep back again. That's Gabe, and Gabe about 4 more up to the 49, close to the 50. Shade Naleska on the stop. On the out-of-town scoreboard, end of 3, Penns Manor 41, Conemaugh Valley 6, end of 3. Duking it out at Barry Medill Athletic Field. Purchase line nothing, Northern Cambria nothing.
Ooh.
Second down, long 5 for Homer Center. Ball in the left hash. They operate toward the north end zone. Again, it's Cobaugh. Cobaugh showing a little strength just to nudge forward a half a yard or so, but great defense by Logan Lichtenfels, who filled that hole, the middle linebacker for United, who led them with 12 tackles last week in that loss to Cambria Heights, a game they felt they should have won, although the stats kind of favored Cambria Heights when I looked at them. But I wasn't there. Oh, I know they were, I think, inside the 10-yard line on 2 or 3 occasions and just couldn't punch it in.
Wow.
So right from midfield. By the way, kudos to the Mookie Wilson and the maintenance department. Field looks great. Painted. They put the hash marks, the yard markers on the field. Helps us a lot. And there's movement on Homer Center that's going to make it 3rd and 10. And Greg Paige is beside himself. Not the first time in this, his 200th game, that we've seen him upset.
No, he's got to keep his cool. That was a critical penalty.
I wonder if a coach has ever got thrown out of a game because he's mad at his own team.
I would say no.
Well, much more difficult task for Carson Arone in this offense. 3rd and 10 from their own 45 with 1:55 clock running. 15-7 United in this third quarter. Arone boots to his left, in trouble, sidesteps a tackler and gets to midfield, so he gets the penalty yardage back, and it'll be 4th down and 5. Logan Lichtenfels on the stop. He is a little shifty, isn't he, Carson Arone?
Yeah, you wouldn't think, but he is a little quicker than what he appears. That's unfortunate. The penalty took him.
Punt team is out, but keep in mind Brady Fraser does have excellent speed. On the other side, I'm sure Lou McElwee is aware of that too. 1:15 to play here in the third quarter. The snap, it's bobbled by Fraser, and he gets it away, but very short as he had to just quickly boot the ball, and Homer Center touched it down instead of letting it roll. It was taking a favorable roll, and Gabe Kobar realizes he made a young mistake, and he'll learn from that. But United will have it at their own 33-yard line with 1:07 left. Boy,
Gabe's mad at him, so you got to calm down. You got a lot of game to play yet.
That could have been a lot worse for Homer Center.
It sure could have. Great job by the punter there to get the ball away.
United Valley at their own 33-yard line. Pistol formation, and the pistol back gets the ball. That's Oleska, who caught his breath after the 80-yard touchdown run and moves it forward for about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the stop. Gabe Ruffner of the Homer Center Wildcats making the tackle, but it'll be second down and a short 7 for the Lions, and we move under 50 seconds left in this third quarter. Teams have traded touchdowns after United Valley led 9-0 at the break. Second down, short 7. Sidecars left and right. Worthington hands it, and tripped up in his own backfield was Logan Lichtenfels. And I think we've just witnessed, and he's going to hobble a little bit. He twisted that ankle, and boy, is he going to be able to get to the field. He is going to hobble the whole way to the sideline.
Somebody
either that or he has a
help
cramp. Yeah. And that's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Thanks to Senator Joe Pittman for making it possible. Friends of Joe Pittman, end of the third quarter. United Valley Lions 15 and the Homer Center Wildcats 7. You're listening and watching on the Renda Media Football Network video stream presented by the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on WCCS by IRMC.
Coy's Pizza, Route 56 in Homer City and at the top of Nolo Hill would like to wish both teams the best of luck in tonight's game and throughout the year. You can get ready for the game with a quick stop at Coy's Pizza for their perfect pizza, topped off with delicious cheese, perfect toppings, strombolis, and your favorite cold beverages. Coy's Pizza, Route 56, Homer City, and at the top of Nolo Hill on Route 422. It's always a great time for Coy's Pizza.
Drive through summer and save big at Luther Ford. Right now at Luther Ford, lease a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT or Ford Ranger XLT, your choice, just $420 a month. That's right, your choice, just $420 a month with no money down. These Luther Ford leases are incredible, and with no money down, the savings are huge. Luther Ford, Route 119, Homer City, and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Getting reconnected here.
Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Riley Kobaugh tripped him up. Got disrupted momentarily on the radio side, but it'll be fourth down.
It's another good stop by this Homer defense, and each week they're starting to look better and better. This has been a real challenge for them. Let's see what happens on this punt, though.
Lichtenfels punt. It's a line drive low taken by Kobaugh. Good speed to the 40, to the 50, to the United 45. That's the way you get and go north and south. In this case, he was heading south.
Yeah,
toward the south end zone.
You return punts or kickoffs, you find a lane and you go. You just go. Make the defense adjust to you. Don't adjust to them.
Punt return of 36 yards for Gabe Kobaugh.
How many times do you see players bouncing off return men because they can't get up to that speed?
And that was a low punt.
Yeah, the Lichtenfels had an ankle problem, came out. He is a linebacker. I'm going to see if he's back in there. Looks like he is. But You know, Homer's close to 4-down territory.
Sidecar right is Gabe Kobaugh, motion man Deegan Fedoruk, and read option. Arone has it. Arone has good running room, 10 yards to the 35, maybe the 34-yard line for a first down on the tackle. It was Nick Garber who's been very active here tonight. They're going to say, well, boy, that's really close to a first down.
Sure is.
They haven't moved the chains yet, so second down, less than a yard.
Nice read there by Arone. He's starting to get a better feel for it. Line's blocking much better.
Receiver, if you're watching at the top of your screen, it's Tavius Skillings, a senior. Slot receiver, Deegan Fedoruk, bottom of your screen, Riley Kobaugh. Read option again. Arone easily a first down to the 29 of United for a gain of about 5. Logan Lichtenfels on the stop for the United Lions. Wildcats need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. I want to thank our friends at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Babies get fevers, children step on glass, athletes twist their ankles. They're open 7 days a week from 8 to 8. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge, Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get out, get in, get out, and get better. Arone hands off. That's time United clogs it up, but a good jump cut at the line of scrimmage. Gabe Kobaugh makes something out of virtually nothing because Garber was about to blow that play up again.
Yeah, he did a great job of stepping out of that tackle. Picked up about 3 yards.
Logan Lichtenfels on the stop. Inside of 10 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter, 15-7. United by virtue of 2 big plays, a 53-yard touchdown run from Shaden Aleska. And then after Homer Center had made it 9-7 on the very first play from scrimmage, an 80-yard touchdown run for Shaden Aleska. And that's where we're at, 15-7, sandwiched in between a 12-yard scamper for Arone of Homer Center. And he has the football again, and he's going to scamper inside the 25 down to about the 23, where it'll set up third down. And about 4 to go. Shaden Aleska and also Max McConville on that stop for United.
Homer deep enough in United territory, they can run 2 plays here if they need to get that first.
Skillings wide receiver. Now they reposition Tavius Skillings. Slot receiver is Riley Kobaugh. Protectors Gabe Kobaugh. And he's going to lead the way blocking for Carson Arone, who lowers the shoulder and is tackled by the free safety, Dimitri Worthington. But a first down for United, or for Homer Center.
Nice hole opened up. Wildcats using a motion man across the way, and that's kind of forcing the Lions out of that blitzing.
First and 10 for the Cats. Ball at the United Valley 15-yard line. Sidecar to the right of Arone is Gabe Kobaugh. Another strong game for him, and Arone has it. Arone to the 10, Arone to the 5, tackled at the 4 by free safety Dimitri Worthington again. And getting up slowly, but up is Riley Kobaugh. It's going to be first and goal for Homer Center with 8:16 left. Carson Arone doing a great job with his legs tonight, and he's pretty shifty. And
yeah, he's caught him off balance, does he not? He's finding gaps and picking up chunks of yardage.
On our post-game show, we'll announce our Allied Milk Producers player of the game. Shaden Aleska and Carson Arone would be 2 candidates. Offset I. Cody Bell, the fullback, give to Gabe Kobaugh. Gabe down to about the 2. It'll be second down and goal.
Boy, it got quiet. Everybody's holding their breath there.
Very quiet crowd down below us, for sure.
Second down and goal.
Second down and goal from the United 2-yard line. Ball on the right hash. Tight end left is Deegan Fedoruk. Caden McInalty going to line up tight end right. They go with Carson Arone under center. Give to Gabe Kobaugh. Gabe leans for the goal line, but he doesn't get there, I don't believe. No signal yet, and they're going to say he's just close. Short. Gabe Kobaugh hunting his first varsity touchdown. And now clock continuing to roll. And third down and goal. And the Wildcats they huddle up and they break huddle. Down to 7 on the play clock, and they're going to have to take a timeout. Greg Paige isn't happy about that. There's a lot of confusion, and Greg Paige is letting the official have it, and there's a flag on head coach Greg Paige.
Oh,
if that's a 15-yard penalty, that is, or maybe it's a sideline warning and not a penalty. We will see. Hopefully not a 15-yarder on the coach, but there's a timeout on the field. 6:40 left in the football game. Homer Center a yard away from making this interesting, trailing 15-7 on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
The timeout. Third down and a yard. Cody Bell, fullback. Gabe Cobaugh, tailback. Carson Arone going to go under his sophomore center, Colin Dunn. Tight end right, Caden McAnulty. Wildcats need about a yard, maybe a little bit less. United stacks the line of scrimmage. Arone hands it off, and Gabe Cobaugh, did he get into the end zone? No signal yet, and he evidently was held out. And it's going to be 4th down and goal.
I thought Arone would just keep it straight, a quarterback sneak. I think he's strong enough to get in, especially with a lead blocker.
Half a yard to go. 6:10 remaining. 15-7 United Valley. Can Homer Center pull closer? Arone under center, done. Arone hands it off. Gabe Cobaugh, there's his first varsity touchdown in his career. And the Wildcats pull within 2 points, 15-13. Well, it was interesting, wasn't it? All the way to 4th down, but they do finish off a 44-yard drive. It was set up by a beautiful punt return from Gabe Cobaugh, and he finishes it off, his first career TD, 15-13 Lions.
Good job on that offensive line on the left guard, opening that gap. Got huge 2 points here.
Let's see what the Wildcats do. They're going to come out shotgun. Sidecar is Gabe Cobaugh. And Arone takes the snap, looking, firing, and it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Deegan Fedoric, just inside the goal line, favoring the left pylon, but the Wildcats do not convert. Score remains 15-13 with 6:02 remaining in the football game. Great one here at Memorial Field on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
15-13, Luther Ford drive summary. 10 plays, 44 yards, scored on 4th and goal. And Fraser's kick is deep and into the end zone. Yes, for a touchback. And United Valley will take over with 6:02 left. And we have a media timeout on the field. 15-13, United Valley over the Homer Center Wildcats. United Valley needs to get something going here if they want to hang on to this game. And Homer Center are going to try to get the ball back when we come back on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Town scoreboard, end of 3, Marion Center 35, Portage 13, end of 3, Cambria Heights 28, River Valley 7. Wow. End of the third quarter, Conemaugh Township 20, West Shamokin nothing. From the shotgun, Dimitri Worthington going to keep it. And Dimitri is stacked up as he gets over the 20 to about the 21 for 1 yard, and that's about all.
The Homer defense is really rose to the occasion here in this quarter. They need the ball back.
Homer had to burn a timeout, so they have just 2 left. Probably wish they hadn't had to use that timeout in that situation inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 9, and the give. And breaking a tackle is Shimshock, or did they blow that dead before it started? No, I guess not. I thought I heard a whistle.
Shimshock to carry.
Up to the 25-yard line. So this is a big 3rd down and 5 for both teams. Official timeout. United breaks huddle. They don't realize the clock has been stopped.
Officials are talking across the way there.
Now they restart it, and we will play. 3rd down and 5. A big play in this football game. Sidecars left and right. And Worthington hands it off. And fighting for yardage and an early whistle, but down goes the ball carrier. Short of the 1st down. That was Logan Lichtenfels. And now, interesting, 4th down and 2. Does Lou Mackoy roll the dice here? Wow, this will be crazy if he
you got to kick it.
Goes for it, but
you got the lead. You want to kick the ball away and let your defense win the game for it.
And they might have to take a timeout themselves here. Lichtenfels is going to punt. Are they going to get it off? And the snap is true, and the kick is away. And the kick bounces at the 30 and gets by Fraser. Has to go all the way back to the 10-yard line, to the 15, to the 20. And he's going to go down at the 22-yard line. Brady Frazier with his speed. There is a flag on the play. So, illegal procedure on United Valley, and they will have to do it over. That is a break for Homer Center because their special teams really butchered that punt return. One thing Frazier is going to have to learn,
both return men can't let punts go between them.
No.
But when you get the ball, you got to go. You can't slow up. And I think we saw evidence of that from Gabe Kobaugh from Homer Center.
If you go full speed, even if there's a tackler there, if he doesn't make the play, you're by him and you got another 10, 15 yards, who knows. But lesson learned, they're going to get another opportunity here.
So the line of scrimmage is the 23.
If you're Homer Center, no penalties here now.
Long snappers, Jake McConville. Snap is true. Kick is away, high and very short. Hits at the 49, picked up on a hop by Gabe Kobaugh. Flag flies, or it's Fraser with it. That's the way you run with it. 45 to the 35, and now fans want a flag for a late hit. I quite frankly didn't see it.
It was late.
We'll see what the penalty flag is all about.
That's the big concern.
And injured player for United Valley is Big Brady Verba, 5'10", 300-pound junior. And we'll see what the penalty is. It's holding on United Valley. Well, I think you decline that and take the ball, right?
If that's where the ball is, absolutely. You're almost in
unless that's an
range.
add-on. Don Mester pointing out where that might be an add-on penalty. Jerry, how long was the punt? 33. And a good return. Brady Frazier.
Well, it turns out the spot of the foul is about where the run ended anyway.
So they will mark it off.
That holding penalty will be a 10-yard penalty, either from the end of the run or from the spot of the foul. Either way, the Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10. Ball at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Well, the game's here, Mark. This drive is the football game.
At the United Valley 22-yard line. Sidecar right, Gabe Kobaugh. Twin receivers, bottom of your screen if you're watching. Carson Arone going to keep it. Carson Arone down to about the 16-yard line, maybe the 17, where he's hit and dropped by Logan Lichtenfels. Second down and 5 after the 5-yard mark off. Arone's yardage, Jerry, up to date. 115 yards rushing. 20 attempts. Quick stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank.
That's a good night. That's what's making this team work right now.
Receiver Drew Fisher to the right. Gabe Kobaugh in the backfield, and Arone going to keep it. Bounces it outside, cuts it back toward the 15-yard line, and down he goes at about the 14 maybe. He'll be shy of the first down. Wildcats are clearly in field goal range, although they'd rather
Yeah, they got two plays to make this.
Lucas Brown, senior, 6'1", 210-pound tackle, made that play. 2:20 left in the game. 15-13 United Valley. Homer Center on the Lions' 15-yard line. 3rd down and 2. Gabe Kobaugh in the backfield to the right of Carson Arone. And Carson's just going to take the snap and keep it for a first down inside the 10, down to about the 9, maybe even the 8-yard line. Clock stops momentarily on the tackle. A young man that's had a huge night, Nick Garver of the United Valley Lions, but it's 1st and goal for Homer Center at the Lions' 8-yard line. Receiver Deegan Fedoric toward the left sideline. Ball on the right hash. Homer operates toward the south end zone. And Carson Arone, shotgun snap, going to keep it again. No mystery what's happening here, but United, until that play, have had trouble stopping it, but they stop him for no gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Clock down to 90 seconds. And it continues to move.
Well, Wildcats do have 2 timeouts, so right now that's not a concern.
United Valley might be the ones considering to use the timeouts to preserve a little bit of clock, should they fall behind in this game. Arone with Gabe Cobaugh in the backfield to his left, and Arone going to keep it. Arone toward the middle of the field, maybe trying to set up the field goal. Short gain down to about the 6-yard line as we go under a minute. And the clock is stopped by United Valley. Timeout on the field with 52 seconds remaining. Interesting finish here, isn't it? It's 15-13. United Valley. Can Homer Center come all the way back? Find out when we return on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Started at the United Valley 22-yard line after a 33-yard punt and a Brady Frazier return that matched it to the United Valley 32. They tacked on a holding penalty to the 22. Wildcats picked up a first down. It's been all Carson Arone on the ground. 3rd down and 6. Tight formation here for Homer Center. Arone hands it off to Gabe Cobaugh, and they hit him for a loss. And now it'll be 4th down, and the Wildcats will have to attempt a field goal to win it.
Play was run to the left, which is into the center of the field, which is where they wanted it for this field goal attempt.
It's always good to be ranked number 1, as there is a timeout on the field, by the way, called by United Valley. The gold standard of care at IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville has once again not gone unnoticed. IRMC at Chestnut Ridge was voted the best urgent care and walk-in clinic at the Best of Indiana County contest. And it's no wonder at Urgent Care they will fast-track you and get you quick success to their team of medical experts, highly trained and ready to treat all minor injuries and illnesses. Open 7 days a week from 8 to 8 and located off of Old Route 22 in Blairsville, where you can get in, get out, get better. A part of the IRMC family. Better health, better life. Well, interesting here, Ward. 4th down. It's on the leg of Brady Frazier.
It's a lot to put on a kid, but he's done it before. This is straight away. This ought to be simple.
County record last year at Marion Center, 46 yards. This one from 25 yards out with 45 seconds left. Homer Center trailing 15-13. Snap is good. It's put down, and the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. The Homer Center Wildcats have taken the lead, 16-15, on a 25-yard field goal from the junior Brady Frazier. Dead center, bullseye, bingo, as they say at the Altman Fire Hall. That's 3 points on the scoreboard for the Wildcats. If field goals counted on the bingo card, our friends at the Altman Fire Hall bingo know the thrill of waiting for the right number and celebrating when you win big. Play bingo every Thursday. We saw them at the Indiana County Fair this week. They took the week off, but it will resume Thursday, 7th Street in Altman. That's a bingo for Homer Center.
Bingo. Yeah, that was a great kick under that pressure, and you got to give that team credit for keeping their cool, getting down there and doing what they had to do. Now you got a condition here. United also has a good kicker. So you don't want to give up a big return if you're Homer, and you certainly don't want to have a breakdown on your kick coverage, which has been a problem. We saw that last week, did we not?
This would be a big win for Homer Center for their program, trying to get reestablished, and for United with such high expectations, a crushing loss.
There's a lot of season left, though. A lot of things can happen.
Let's see if Fraser can stick another one in the end zone. It would be his 4th touchback of the season if he can. He approaches the ball, long end-over-end kick, and it's taken at the 5-yard line with authority. And football is Oleska. Oleska to midfield. Oleska wrestled down at the Homer Center 35-yard line, but hold on. There's a flag back upfield, and this one might be coming back.
Oh, there was a block that I thought was blatant holding. Now there's a flag on the far side, and that had to come from the sideline there. Maybe one of the United coaches. Oh, boy. This is getting out of hand now, Mark.
60-yard return will be negated.
3 flags going up. That's definitely from the United side.
So, was that a block in the back or a hold?
What was the original call?
Holding on United Valley.
The first flag in the backfield behind the play was holding on the Lions.
We'll get the officials here. What's the referee's name? Unsportsmanlike on United. There's 34 seconds left.
Boy, that takes them way back after a beautiful return. And that's the very thing that, Homer's had weaknesses in. I don't know who made that tackle, but he saved the game.
Brady Fraser.
Brady saved the game.
Well, he could have ran for a touchdown as it turned out.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered with the holding penalty.
At that time, he didn't know that.
No, he did not know that.
Wow. He's had a pretty good game, has he not?
Well, Coach Paige's 200th career game at Homer Center has been exciting.
Sure has.
He won his first. Yeah. He won his 100th. Can he hang on and win his 200th?
Gabe Rufner's sitting down below us here, Mark. He's a big defensive lineman, and not sure if he had a shoulder. I was watching the doc work on him. He won't be in there, though.
So 34 seconds left. United Valley will start at their own 5-yard line.
Keep in mind, they do have a good kicker. They got a long way to go, but that's a possibility.
And they only have 1 timeout left now.
There's a breakdown.
Homer Center should probably put a couple of extra defensive backs in there. Worthington takes the shotgun snap, slant in pattern, picked off, Cody Bell, touchdown Homer Center with 29 seconds left. The Mike linebacker, Cody Bell, picked off Dimitri Worthington and takes it to the house 10 yards for a touchdown. Unbelievable. 22-15 Homer Center. You would have to be here to believe it.
Homer had him all the way, apparently. Another flag. Hold the phone, folks. Let's see what this penalty is.
Do you have the replay on that, John?
Oh.
Here's the replay.
Is that
just seeing? Yep, it was right. Well, it was about the 12-yard line, so 12-yard
celebration,
return.
Maybe. I didn't see any blatant foul while the play was in.
Well, this is big for Homer Center. This extra point. What a turnaround as the Wildcats, 15 unanswered points in this quarter to snatch a probable victory, although it's not over yet.
Well, let's see what they're going to do with the penalty. Assess it on the kickoff.
If they go for 2 and make it, it would make it a 2-possession game, but it appears the Wildcats are going to kick the extra point. They are. Brady Fraser, who had the game-winning field goal, now trying to make it an 8-point game.
Fisher, the long snapper. Snap is low, but put down nicely by Arone. Good execution by Arone to make that happen, and Brady Fraser's extra point is good. Wow, what a turnaround. With 29 seconds left, it's 23-15 Homer Center on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
The Homer Center will kick off from their own 25-yard line. United Valley, one timeout left. And it's a line drive, or kind of a squib kick, taken at the 38-yard line by Garver. Garver, Homer Center territory, plows inside the 40-yard line. Back come the Lions. They're not done yet with 22.4 seconds left. They have excellent operating position at the Wildcat 40. They're going to put it down at the 40.
Yeah, that's a little too generous there from the Homer Center side, and the United has some time. They got 20 yards. They have a shot at, well, they need to get it in the end zone. Yeah, my fault. My bad.
From the Wildcat 40.
Safeties cannot allow anybody past them.
Dimitri Worthington, back to pass, flips it out in the flat, and with the football dropped, short gain. Clock will continue to run to Shea Naleska, the receiver, but United, because it happened without getting a first down, they're going to have to take their final timeout. We'll take one with them with 12.6 seconds left in the game. It's Homer Center 23, United Valley 15 on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Mill Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Mill Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats!
Where the
to action here, second down and 8 for United. 12.6 seconds left. Receiver at the bottom of the screen, if you're watching, is Cole McGinnis. They have trips up top. Empty backfield. Dimitri Worthington, the senior quarterback, trying to pull one out of his hat here. They put Aleska in motion. Now they reverse him toward the United Valley sideline. And Dimitri Worthington, pressure, pocket collapses, loses control of the ball. McConville tries to pick it up, and he has it, and he's down, and the clock's going to run out. That's the end of the game. The Homer Center Wildcats have come back, and they score 15 unanswered points, 16 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. And Coach Paige's 200th career game at Homer Center is one to remember, as the Wildcats are now 2-0, dropping United
Very disappointed Lions bunch to 0-2. Unbelievable football game we just witnessed at Memorial Field.
Just amazing, the no-quit attitude of this team, and that's what a win will do for you. They had that win last week, never gave up. United had them down. I thought they were going to put them away here in the second half, but that first series, Mark, 3 and out for the Lions. It seemed like they just got their foot off the accelerator and never really recovered. Homer just took control of the football game.
They outscored them 16-0 in the fourth quarter. Stay with us for our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. We'll have radio replays. Ward Hilliard will visit with Lou Mackoy down on the field, and Greg Paige will join us up in the booth from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. People forward banking, S&T Bank. Wow, what a game we witnessed at Memorial Field. Fourth all-time meeting between these two schools. The new merger between United and Blacklick Valley with that co-op, and they've split the 4 games. This one was a dandy. A lot of excitement on the Homer Center side. They're 2-0 for the first time in, I think, 4 years, 2022 perhaps. They win it 23-15. Coming back with more on the IRMC Renda Media Football Network.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Before we get to radio replays, I forgot to mention this earlier, but there's a former Wildcat that is really happy tonight, Jesse Lee. Jesse's going to be even happier tomorrow when he marries his bride, Emily Wooster. And I forgot to mention that. Sorry to everyone, including, I know Elaine, Jesse's mom, had texted me earlier, but we congratulate former Cat Jesse Lee, part of that state championship team in 2017, and Emily Wooster. We wish them the best on their wedding day tomorrow. Well, in Coach Paige's 200th career game, it was exciting, and the Wildcats came from behind, scoring 16 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to win it 23-15. Homer Center in this football game allowed United to march 80 yards on their opening drive of the football game, and they took the lead. They had a 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line when a junior running back, his first of 2 big plays tonight, went to work.
And they hand it off to Aleska. Aleska, good hole, breaks a tackle, 40, 35, 30, right sideline. Arone misses him, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. 53 yards for Shaden Aleska, his first touchdown of the season. And the Lions very impressively drive and take the lead on the big play, the splash play from Aleska. It's 6-0.
That's the way it stayed to the latter stages of the first half. Homer Center started a drive at their own 10-yard line, couldn't make anything happen, and they had to punt it away. A bad snap over the head of Brady Frazier went through the end zone for a safety. It was 9-0 at the 1:36 mark, and that's where we were at the half. Homer Center, perhaps one of the biggest parts of this game, opening possession for United Valley to start the second half. They forced a 3-and-out and a 39-yard punt, and then Carson Arone, the junior quarterback, engineered a 10-play, 68-yard drive. He had 4 rushes for 48 yards rushing on that drive, and he finished it off. The Wildcats had a 2nd and 10 from the United Valley 12-yard line.
Carson Arone takes the shotgun snap, deep snap, steps up in the pocket to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone for a touchdown for the Homer Center Wildcats. Carson Arone. He had 2 last week. He puts one on the board here and does the heavy lifting on the drive with his legs, and the Wildcats make it 9-6 with 4:43 left in the third quarter. Carson Arone from 12 yards out.
Brady Frazier added the extra point, made it 9-7. Brady Frazier kicked off through the end zone, a touchback. 1st and 10 United. Shaden Aleska had an answer.
And the give and into the secondary, and it's a foot race. Heading to midfield, it is Shaden Aleska to the 20, to the 10, 1 play. The United Valley Lions answer, and that is a hurting thing if you're a Homer Center Wildcat supporter. And United Valley just re-grabs that momentum right back like he was shot out of a cannon. 80 yards for Shaden Aleska. He has 2 touchdown runs, covering 123 yards tonight.
Connor Ripper's extra point was wide left. It was 15-7. We headed to the fourth quarter. The Wildcats got a nice 36-yard punt return from sophomore Gabe Cobaugh, and then that took the football to the United Valley 44-yard line. They worked it inside the 10, but struggled on 3 cracks from about the 1-yard line. But finally, on 4th and 1, a sophomore had his first varsity touchdown of his career.
Arone hands it off. Gabe Cobaugh, there's his first varsity touchdown in his career. And the Wildcats pull within 2 points, 15-13. Well, it was interesting, wasn't it? All the way to 4th down, but they do finish off a 44-yard drive. It was set up by a beautiful punt return from Gabe Cobaugh, and he finishes it off, his first career TD, 15-13 Lions.
10 plays it took. Halfway through the quarter, it was 15-13. United Valley, a touchback kick again from Fraser. They went 3-and-out, 33-yard punt. Brady Fraser, a return to the United 32-yard line. A holding penalty on United Valley, tacked on some more yardage, took it to the United 22. The Wildcats got down inside the 15-yard line, but they had to settle for a field goal attempt of 25 yards on a 4th down and 7 from Brady Frazier, and a chance to give Homer Center the lead.
15-13. Snap is good. It's put down, and the kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. The Homer Center Wildcats have taken the lead, 16-15, on a 25-yard field goal from the junior Brady Frazier.
And with 43 seconds left, the Wildcats had the lead. United Valley got a long kickoff return that was negated on a holding penalty of 60 yards. It took the football to Homer Center's 35-yard line, so they backed it up. And then an unsportsmanlike on United Valley. They ended up starting at their own 5-yard line. And listen to what happened on a 1st down and 10 for United Valley.
Takes the shotgun snap, slant in pattern, picked off, Cody Bell, touchdown, Homer Center, with 29 seconds left. The Mike linebacker, Cody Bell, picked off Dimitri Worthington and takes it to the house, 10 yards for a touchdown. Unbelievable, 22-15, Homer Center. You would have to be here to believe it. And Frazier's extra point made it 23-15. Some desperation for United at the end, but they come up short. And Homer Center wins it in unbelievable fashion by a final score of 23-15. We're going to take a 30-second break and then come back with United Valley head coach Lou Mackoy, who's patiently standing by with Ward Hilliard after a disappointing loss for his ball club. 23-15, they fall to Homer Center. Ward with Coach Mackoy when we return on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giants got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Very much. Michael Burdick back with you at Memorial Field, 23-15 Homer Center. Lou Mackoy, second-year head coach of United Valley, standing by with our Ward Hilliard. Ward, down to you.
Thanks, Mark. First thing, Coach, I appreciate you taking it to us. I know you wanted to. It was a tough night. Guys are up 9-0 at halftime. Boy, the wheel.
We just wasn't physical tonight, and I preached it. It's going to be 4 quarters in order to win a ball game, and we only played 2.
The quarterback had some nice plays out there, but he seemed to be overthrowing the ball. Is that a problem, or?
No, not really. I know he was having some issues with his arm and during the week. So I don't know if that came back or whatnot. He's trying to overcompensate, so that might have been an issue. I haven't talked to him yet, so I'll find out here.
Did Homer went into a bit of an I formation and ran some counters off of that? Did that guy kind of surprise you guys?
It did. It wasn't anything on film, but it just they got a big physical offensive line, and I knew Coach Paige was going to get them ready, and it just turned out they were more physical than we were.
Any idea of what went on with the personal fouls or unsportsmanlike penalties at the end of the game?
I didn't get an answer from the officials. I tried to. They didn't give me an answer, though.
Well, that's fair enough. But you got some excellent running backs, and they certainly displayed that, Alexa especially. You got that to build on, and I know this team's going to be around yet.
Yeah. Shady's fast. He has good vision, and he's a good complement with Nate Shimshock. So they run well together as a team, and then we have the Meach, and he's not scared to run the ball either.
Well, you had a tough game. I know you guys are bounced back. I know you got that ability as a coach. And we'll look forward to talking to you down the road because I'm sure United's going to be around yet.
I sure hope so. We're going to get back to work on Monday and see how she goes.
Well, thanks again for the time.
All right, thank you.
Have a good year. Good luck
too.
to you.
Thank you.
All right, that's Ward Hilliard down on the field with head coach Lou Mackoy of the United Valley Lions. And, Ward, if you can come toward the 50-yard line, so up closer to us for the interview with the players. Just move up to the 50-yard line in front of the press box, and we will send it back down to you as we get them a little bit closer within range. We had some little bit of technical difficulty because of the distance with Lou Mackoy at the beginning of that interview, but I think we're going to be in pretty good shape now as they come close. We're going to send it back down. Ward, I'll tell you that one of your stars of the game, well, you have Brady first. Well, I'll talk about Carson. I'll give you his stats when you get to him, but first let's go down and talk to Brady Frazier, one of the heroes here tonight.
Well, Brady, you did that once or twice, haven't you, kicking that ball like that?
Yeah, I've had to do it multiple times.
Never gets old.
Did you have a preference? I know they were trying to center it for you. Did it matter to you?
It doesn't matter that much, as long as it's in between the hashes, I guess. It works.
Listen, you played a great game in the secondary, too. I don't know if you got enough credit for that, but I thought you did a great job back there.
Thank you. It was tough. They had some pretty good receivers, but you had to keep good defense.
I'm going to work on you with those kick returns, though. We'll get that straightened out. Nice game. I'm going to get Carson Arone over here.
Carson, Ward, I'll tell you that Carson
nice
had 123 yards on
think?
23
He
carries.
was congratulating me, making sure I was okay, but I'm just going to tell him, yeah, no matter what, so it doesn't really matter.
Tell me this. Now, for halftime, you guys kind of were looking like you were bogging down. You couldn't get going. All of a sudden, that read option opened up, and that was all because of what you were doing. What did you guys see?
Well, we just saw that, like, the way they were aligning, if we just had the read option and had Caden McAnally, he would be at the wing. He would just slice across. That, I mean, they weren't lining up to it, so it doesn't really, if we just run it, keep running it.
You know, there's some other credit you need to get. You had to hold for those kicks. Does that bother you at all?
No, not really. As long as it's a good snap, then it works.
Well, it's a great game, and I'll tell you, you ought to be real proud of you. You guys are 2-0, and I don't think anybody expected that except for you guys. And congratulations. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Okay, Mark.
All right, thanks, Ward. Two of the stars of the game. And Carson Arone and Brady Fraser, they'll be candidates for our Allied Milk Producers Player of the Game. Carson won it last week. Carson, by the way, was the IRMC Player of the Week across the area for Renda Media, so we congratulate him on that. Coming back with Coach Paige when our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show continues after this thrilling Homer Center 23-15 victory over United Valley on the Renda Media Football Network, presented by IRMC.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's Summer Meltdown at 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Homer City American Legion Post 493, a longtime backer of Homer Center Athletics, is pleased to be a part of today's broadcast and wishes the best of luck to the Homer Center Wildcats this season. Homer City American Legion Post 493 has served Homer City and our veterans for more than half a century. They are a staple of the community and believe in giving back. So have fun today, teams. Represent your communities well from your friends at the Homer City American Legion Post 493.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Friday Night Lights aren't the only place you'll find excitement at Indiana Floral. Every arrangement is a celebration. From bright school spirit bouquets to gifts and balloons, Indiana Floral helps you cheer on your team and show someone you care. Parents, when you need flowers for birthdays, dances, or just to make someone smile, Indiana Floral is the hometown shop you can count on. Indiana Floral, fresh, fun, and always in season. Shop local. Stop by today on Warren Road or on IndianaPAFlowers.com.
Hey, Michael, thank you very much, and we welcome you back into the booth here at Memorial Field after a thrilling 23-15 victory for the Homer Center Wildcats, where they scored 16 points in a span of 5 minutes and 31 seconds, 2 touchdowns, and a game-winning field goal in between, as it turned out. And head coach Greg Paige joining us on our post-game show. And, Coach, your 200th career game as head coach of Homer Center, and you couldn't ask for anything more exciting than this one. You won number 1, by the way. You won number 100, and you won number 200, and this one was damn exciting.
Yeah, I just credit to our kids and coaches. I mean, what a gutty comeback, because at halftime, I felt like we made way too many mistakes. We were making mental mistakes tonight, and I was really, all of our coaches were flustered with our kids. I didn't like the mindset, in warm-ups and coming down, and I just had that feeling. But they turned it around. I mean, we got a little bit upset at the beginning of halftime, then you calm down and say, okay, this is what we think we need to do. And they got a stop on the first series of the second half, which was key. And then we were able to get down, and, of course, then they turn around and score again. That was at the point where I thought, okay, we're going to see what we're made of.
Well, you kind of read my mind, because I was going to go to the first series of the second half. You're down 9-0. They hit a big play, Aleska, on their first drive that was 53 yards.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, the game tilted a little bit right there, and then you drove down 68 yards on 10 plays. Carson Arone had 48 yards rushing on that drive. And I'll tell you what, he did not have a good game throwing the ball, but he was shifty and nifty with his feet tonight.
Yeah, he was. And, it's a little bit of it is on him with some of the quick throws, but most of us, we just didn't handle their pressure well. And that's hard for a quarterback. I mean, you got to give him a little bit of time, and then he can do what we call his bag drills, where he's looking to escape and get the footwork. But they were bringing some different looks out of their defense. They have some athletic kids. I thought in particular 44 was a really good football player.
Very good.
Defensively, yeah, and they covered well. And, we tried to hit a few things. We tried to go short. And I don't know. But, for him running the ball, and then we got down at the end, I said, listen, I know he kind of got beat up on the one. So I just need one more out of you, and then we're going to kick the PAT. We called it the PAT because with Brady, you could just put the ball anywhere from the 3 to the 25, and it's like a PAT for him. So he gave us that one more, and then Brady did the rest, and then we were able to hold them off.
And Ward mentioned it, the total operation on PATs and field goals. There was one instance the snap came in a little bit low, and Carson did a good job handling it, and he's pretty good at that role too.
He is, yeah. I mean, and I told Brady, I said, because it was a week or two ago, I said, are you giving him enough time, the operation? And so I think he was just a tad more patient. It worked out well. You can see when the ball gets spotted down the right way, I don't want to say he's automatic. I don't want to put more pressure on him, but he's pretty damn good.
Well, Carson Arone tonight, 123 yards rushing on 23 carries. Really good job in the second half. And Gabe Cobaugh, his first varsity touchdown tonight. That took a while to get that one in, didn't it? There was a timeout and a little bit of arguing. We were hoping that wasn't an unsportsmanlike. Thought it was sidelined, but that ended up in the end zone on a fourth down play. And I thought Gabe continued to show some good things as a sophomore.
Yeah, I give United Valley credit. I mean, they about shut the door, and the confusion after second or third down, the one guy come in, he starts raising his hands, and then they're looking and talking to the other guy. I just said to the white hat, I said, listen, I said, the play clock's running down. I said, you guys got to give it to, the reset. And they're looking around. I don't want to be critical, but that's 20 seconds, and then we have to burn a timeout. That timeout could have come back, to haunt us, because we missed a 2-point conversion. We bumbled that up. That was just bad execution. And so we're down 2. But you lose a timeout. You need to, I burned timeouts last week in the first half, but I don't burn them in the second half. I want to try to save them.
Well, you gave up.
But get back to Gabe. I'm sorry, yeah. Gabe was gutty. He made some things out of nothing several times tonight with his feet, and that was good to see, and we got some good forward push with him. So I told him, I said, he's coming. He's got to get a little more decisive at times, but he runs hard and he wants the ball.
Defensively in the fourth quarter, a couple of big stops, and Brady's big leg with the touchback, too, helped out. Those 2 plays from Aleska, they happened. You can't wipe them out, but 133 yards on those 2 plays and 2 touchdowns for him. Overall, you give up 253. So overall, I thought it was a pretty good defensive effort.
Yeah, and they got some good balance. They got a good quarterback with Worthington, and they got some good skill guys. I feel bad. I know Lou's son went down. We talked about that a little bit, but they got some good athletes. And I thought the play near the end with Cody Bell just read that tremendously. I don't know if you were going to get to it or not, but
That's okay.
What a guy. All summer he's like, Coach, I just want 1 touchdown, and I thought he meant running the ball. So he's got his touchdown. My obligation's done now. So he, but what a reaction and play, just getting to his hook zone. And right after he scored, I'm thinking, okay, we're still only up 7. You know what? I thought let's kick just to be up 8 to be safe.
Yep.
So and then
you didn't instruct Cody to fall down at the 2-yard line, and then you could have just taken a knee. Right?
Yeah, well, we talked about that in the break, and you said there's no high school kid that's going to do that, and I don't blame him. They're seeing the end zone, and it's I never saw him run so fast as I saw on that pick. I always kid him about his speed, but that was a great play, great kid, program kid, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. A great win for your program. You're 2-0 for the first time since, 2022 maybe. I don't have my records with them. They're behind me. Yeah. But it doesn't really matter. You're 2-0, and you have to really feel good about this start because you played 2 good football teams.
We did. We got a little banged up tonight. It's going to be a concern. I know we're going to a tough place to play against a real good football team with MC. That's going to be a battle for us. We got to clean a lot of things up. We're just not offensively. We're just not consistent enough, anywhere consistent enough to my liking, and I got to do a better job there, getting us in better positions. Especially, we're getting good chunks on first down, and then we're moving backwards a little bit. But we'll take the win. I mean, it's a quality program. It's a double-way win. It's one of those things. And what's most important is the way our kids responded. They responded in it was a tough environment. I mean, it's at our place, but football's such an emotional game. You got people screaming and yelling, the crowd, and that makes it special. But it's just really hard. Like, it's an emotional game. We had a couple guys. We got to tell them, hey, you got to reel it in. And so we're looking to really correct some of those things and hopefully get healthy again.
Coach, after 200 games, you reeled in another victory. You're 116th in your career, a tip of the Wildcat football helmet to you, the leader of this program. I'm sure you have 200 more in you. We'll close with that.
We talked about that in the pregame. Those things honestly mean nothing to me as long as we continue to get the reaction from the kids on a daily basis, and our coaches have really stepped it up. But again, I'll say it like last week. It's only 2 games, so we got a long road ahead, and we got a lot of work to do.
But
I
a good start.
I appreciate all that on behalf of the program. I do.
That's Greg Paige, and our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show will continue with a look at the stats when we return to Memorial Field. The Wildcats score 16 unanswered points in a span of 5.5 minutes in the fourth quarter to win it 23-15 over the United Valley Lions. Back with more on the Renda Media Football Network, powered by IRMC.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Friday Night Lights aren't the only place you'll find excitement at Indiana Floral. Every arrangement is a celebration. From bright school spirit bouquets to gifts and balloons, Indiana Floral helps you cheer on your team and show someone you care. Parents, when you need flowers for birthdays, dances, or just to make someone smile, Indiana Floral is the hometown shop you can count on. Indiana Floral, fresh, fun, and always in season. Shop local. Stop by today on Warren Road or on IndianaPAFlowers.com.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Your happy place could be a reading chair in a south-facing window, a porch for your vegetable garden, or a flower garden that gets sunshine all day. And S&T Bank wants to help you get it. With an S&T Home Equity Total Line of Credit, you can afford to make it a reality and also afford all the extras to make it perfect. Whether it's outdoors or indoors, S&T Bank opens doors. Learn more about a Home Equity Total Line of Credit at stbank.com or visit a local branch. S&T Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club and Twin Cities Event Hall on Neal Road in Grayston continue to rise to new heights. Membership is soaring, and now's the time to join the best social and sportsman's club in Indiana County. Exciting renovations are underway, including a brand new outdoor stage and handicapped accessible parking at the hall. Enjoy a friendly atmosphere at the club, great food. Don't miss delicious pizzas every Thursday and Friday. The Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club on Neal Road in Grayston.
Let's go Wildcats! It's Summer Meltdown at 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. We're on fire! Take up to $10,000 off your new Mitsubishi. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and free scheduled maintenance. Whether you choose a Mitsubishi Outlander, gas or plug-in hybrid, Eclipse Cross, Outlander Sport, Mirage or G4, the Mitsubishi Giant's got you covered. Take up to $10,000 off today, only at
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Well, 23-15, Wildcats win it over United Valley and come from behind fashion. Fans, for the third straight season, Grand Beginnings Children's Center's throwing a touchdown pass for the kids, helping Renda Media's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, helping us to fund child health care at IRMC and Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. They're donating $1 for every point scored in each game that we broadcast across our radio network. Tonight, 288 points were scored, so there was a lot of points, and many of them on the games that we covered. So they will be adding to their total, which started at $143 tonight. And Renda Media says thank you to Grand Beginnings Children's Center, teaching children to shine since 1991. Well, let's give you the stats in this football game. First, for the Homer Center Wildcats, Carson Arone, 23 carries, 123 yards. Gabe Cobaugh, 21 carries, 60 yards, and his first varsity touchdown. Brady Frazier, 1 carry, 8 yards, 46 carries, 194 yards for 2 touchdowns rushing for Homer Center. Passing, Arone was 3 of 8, 15 yards, 209 yards of total offense for Homer Center. For the United Lions, Shaden Aleska, 7 carries, 149 yards, 133 of them on a 53-yard and an 80-yard touchdown run. It was, Dimitri Worthington, the quarterback, 9 carries, 34 yards, 21 yards on 10 carries for Shimshock. It all totaled 32 rushes for 229 yards and 2 touchdowns for United. Passing, Dimitri Worthington was 6 of 14. He did throw a pick 6 to Cody Bell, 24 yards passing. They had 253 yards of total offense. And Ward, as I mentioned, 133 of those 253 came on those 2 Aleska runs, but those do count.
Yeah, they sure do, and that's something I'm sure the coach wants to work on, those big plays. They're still giving up big plays, but boy, this win was huge for this program. It
was. And our Allied Milk Producers player of the game, Whole Milk, Whole Nutrition. And it'd be easy to give it to Carson Arone, who won it last week, but you can only have so many T-shirts in the closet. So I think Brady Frazier gets the helmet for me tonight.
You don't realize how much pressure, even though he does that on a regular basis, to kick that, knowing the game is on the line. And he came through. That's beautiful.
Out-of-town scoreboard. First, we'll start with the Whippeal. Indiana led at the half, I think, 14-12. They had a bad second half. They lost 61-14.
That's incredible.
Conemaugh Township 34, West Shamokin nothing. Penns Manor 55, Conemaugh Valley 6. Northern Cambria game was scoreless after 3, I believe. They win it. Colts are 1-1. Purchase line drops to 0-2, 14-0 the final there. Marion Center, it was 14-13 after one over Portage. They end up blowing out the Mustangs 42-20. And Cambria Heights, Jared Lewis and that coaching staff, River Valley, the odds-on favorite to win the conference, according to the coaches, according to Renda Media's magazine. They were picked 10-0. 35-7 Highlanders over River Valley. They say to be a champion, you have to beat the champion. United Valley had the chance last week, came up short, and River Valley out at Cambria Heights, they didn't come close.
It's amazing, just amazing. River Valley obviously was the toast of the town, but Cambria Heights had guys step into big roles, and they came out and produced. That's all you can ask as a coaching staff.
That's going to do it for our coverage tonight. A special thank you to Michael Bertig, our studio producer in Indiana. John Smathers, our digital producer here in the booth at Memorial Field. Our cameraman, Ted Maseko, upstairs. Our spotters, Don and Dennis Mester. Our statistician, Jerry Rossai. Heck of a football game at Memorial Field. The Wildcats surprising early here in the Heritage Conference. They win at 23-15. They'll be at Marion Center next Friday. We'll be on the air at 6:15. For our entire sports family, all the best to all of you for a happy Labor Day weekend ahead, everybody. Don't forget Pitt football at 12 noon tomorrow against Duquesne on WCCS. From Memorial Field in Homer City, good night, everybody.